All right, I think we're good. Let's wait for the bitrate to stable out and we'll get going here. Got a good solid stream today. That's the way we like it. Nice. Nice. Yes, let's do this. Let's get on it. It's time to get down. Let's pull this bad boy up. We were in the North Atlantic, and we're going to move the screen so y'all can see it. Let's do that. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Wednesday. We're going to go ahead and load our auto save, I think. That should be the most recent one. And what we really want to do today is we want to repair our ship. We got beat to hell last week. It was bad. It was bad times. Yeah. That's what happens when you let the intern drive, right? Yeah, don't do that. All right, let's get in there. All right. Got to repair this thing. We've got a hole in our boat. All right, let's check our levels real quick. Are we good? I think we're good. Just Flob, hey, Happy New Year, everybody. How you doing? We got Darth's here. Bucky's here. Great to see everybody piling in. We're just getting started, so you didn't miss anything. And we haven't really started anything yet because I always like to give people some time to kind of get in here. Hey, let's see if our little screen works. Yay! I think I'm getting better at remembering to turn this off. I was going back and looking at some of the original streams we did, or like the original one, the first one. And I left that thing on for like half the stream. So, but it's gotten better every week, so I think we're going to be okay. All right, so what do we need? We need to repair the boat. Okay, it looks like the boat is repaired. Yeah, okay. So we're going to do 2 mosses. I need minimum 2. We don't have any VLS, which really stinks, which means I got to stick all these tomahawks into the room, and we have none. We have no tomahawks right now. So if we get that tomahawk mission, we're going to have to come back and load. But you know what? I think that's what we're going to do. I don't want to put 8 weapons in the torpedo room and never use them. So I'm not going to do that. So what we'll do is we'll load a couple TASMs, like 4 of those. And the rest of these are going to be torpedoes. That's a good mix right there. That's a good mix. All right, let's go and review our orders while we're here. Okay, an enemy Oscar or Charlie is attempting to break out through the Denmark Strait. Oh, crap. We got to head up there. It's a little bit far north from where we're at, so we may not get up there in time. I'm just going to go as fast as I can and see what happens. You guys ready? Everybody here? Arms and legs inside the cabin at all times. Please make sure that tray's in the upright position. Lock that son bitch, okay? You don't want that coming down on you, hit you right in the junk. That would really hurt. All right, let's go catch us an Oscar and have our way with him. Let's go wish him a Happy New Year. Uh-oh. He doesn't look like Oscar at all to me. Norway's under siege. No. Take me back to my map. All right, we are racing up to Denmark Strait. Let's go. All right, he should be up here. I'm kind of hiding behind the SOSUS line because the SOSUS will definitely detect him. I'm not going to depend on the P3s because there's a lot of ocean out here. Who's that? Oof. All right, I'm a little concerned now because I don't see him. Let's go find him. Let's go find him. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Okay, we're this isn't our mission, but we're about to fight. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and load up the room. I'm thinking, okay, so here's what I'm trying to decide. Do I want to take a lot of missiles and just punch him right in the face? I'm not going to do that, and I'll tell you why. It's mission 1. We're still getting our feet under us, so I'm going to play this conservative. I'm going to take the torpedoes. I'm going to have the decoy in tube 2, and we're going to play this one tight. Okay. So our new sonar contact bears 150. We're at periscope depth, getting the orders, as we should. We have a weak thermal layer at 124 feet. May not be able to take advantage of that. We'll see what happens. It's so weak that there's no surface duct. That tells me that no signal is going to get trapped or even blocked by this thermal layer. We might as well treat this as if there's no thermal layer, I think. So here's what we're going to do is we're going to come in, we're going to go deep quietly, and then we're going to launch a torpedo attack against the 3 closest warships. That's what I'm thinking. Let's go ahead and let's close him to 20,000 yards. Well, we don't want them walking away. If I go to 15,000 yards, which y'all see right here, if I go to 15,000 yards, we'll probably see him. All right. Hey, Crazy, thank you for subscribing just now. I just saw that. Let's go ahead and close.
On sonar.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Ultra quiet, baby. I'm going to tell Chief of the Watch, bring on 10,000 pounds. We're going to do a quick 5-degree down.
New contact bearing 119. Designated Sierra 2.
Let's go ahead and start classifying some contacts here, boys. Kara.
Con sonar Sierra 1 is classified as escort.
Wow. These might be some big boys. These might be really big boys.
Passing 100 feet.
Con sonar new contact bearing 153.
Wow.
Designated Sierra 3.
New contact 3. Yeah, we got 2 pretty big cruisers there. This might be an Udaloy. Cashin.
Con sonar Sierra
That
3
Cashin's
is
probably
classified
closer
as
than the
escort.
Kara. I would expect that he's closer than them. Alright, see how slow we're coming down? Real slow. Active's off in that direction.
Passing 200 feet.
We're in deep water. This is all good, man. We know their initial range is going to be around 15,000, so that's not a bad range from sonar. I do believe the Cashin's much closer. A really good angle on this active here. Let's see. Someone's asking, I know you're a Merc fan of F1. Were you sad to see Lewis leave to Ferrari? No, I thought that was a good decision for Lewis to move because Mercedes had been underperforming for about 2 years. And they didn't show any signs of improvement pending the following year, the upcoming year.
Passing 300 feet.
So I thought that was a good move. The problem that I had with Ferrari, and I've only been an F1 fan since 2017, but since 2017, Ferrari has shocked me at their incompetence. Ferrari has a reputation for being very prestigious, making fantastic cars that us mere mortals can buy anyway, albeit they're very small Italian cars. They're generally very good. And if you own a Ferrari, you're in the Ferrari club. The dealerships that I've gone to, like in Florida and even up here in the north, you can't just buy a Ferrari. You got to qualify for it. Yeah, and I mean, there's a whole application process where they check your background, your income, what kind of businesses do you own. You know, it's not just
400 feet.
You need more than money to buy a Ferrari in the United States. So that's what I expected. I've been absolutely shocked at how incompetent that entire team is.
Sierra 3, last bearing 159. Contact faded.
Thank you, Sonar. The best thing Ferrari did, in my opinion, was 2 years ago they hired Fred Vasseur. He is a fantastic leader and knows a lot about F1 as well. Great choice.
Con sonar.
Shit.
Torpedo in the water.
Torpedo
in the
evasion.
Water. Bearing 150.
I blame you, Fred.
Passing 500
Snapshot,
feet.
Tube 1. Get out of here.
2-1. Aye, sir.
The full rudder. So,
Passing 600 feet.
I don't know what Lewis is going to do now. He should probably
Making turns for
stick with
Passing
Ferrari
700
through 2026. Whole new set of rules, brand new car. Everybody's starting from block
Passing
0.
800
Ferrari has a
feet.
lot of money. They have really good engineers.
Passing 900 feet.
I'm not bitching about their engineers.
Passing 1,000 feet.
So I just changed my mind on the evasion crap. Okay, that was probably a mistake.
Come con sonar. Torpedo in the water.
Yep.
Torpedo in the water. Bearing.
That's
3, 2, 7.
Let's get it down here.
come left to 087 helm I.
I got a couple boys over there.
Con sonar. Noisemaker.
Oh,
bearing.
here's what
1,
I'm
4,
excited about
6.
is I really like Valtteri Bottas as a person. I think he's an okay driver. Or I'll even put him in the good
Helm,
category.
Steady course.
And Cadillac is coming on board as a brand new team. Because they're a brand new team, I don't expect anything from them. But the fact that Valtteri's back on the grid in 2026, I think is really good. So I'm super excited to see what he can do with that team. And because it's a massive reset amongst all the
Con
teams,
sonar. Noisemaker. Bearing. 1, 5.
it's a really good year to do
Knuckle
something like
formed.
that.
Passing 900 feet.
Valtteri's best chance to have a
Passing
really good
800
year
feet.
is this year.
Passing
we'll-
700 feet.
We have absolutely no data on how good Cadillac's going to be.
Passing 600 feet.
So
Con sonar. We are cavitating.
Passing 400 feet. Con, knuckle formed.
Kara's dead. Goodbye,
Con
girl.
Maneuvering. Making turns for 3 knots.
So yeah, we'll see how it goes. You know, I'm still a Merc fan, but I want to see Cadillac do well. Just because they got my boy Valtteri there. Stop this
Make
party.
turns for
Con sonar. Torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water. Bearing.
Right for
1,
rudder.
1.
make turns.
Con sonar. We are cavitating.
Passing 300 feet. Passing 400 feet. Con, knuckle formed. Passing 500 feet.
Con sonar. No longer cavitating.
Passing 700 feet. Passing 800 feet. Passing 900 feet. Con, knuckle formed.
Yeah, we're gonna get that
Come left
torpedo
to
reloaded here.
089 helm I. Con helm steady course.
Yeah, boy.
Con maneuvering, making turns for 3 knots.
Passing 900 feet. Passing 800 feet. Passing 700 feet. Passing 600 feet.
Con sonar. Torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 127.
Passing 300 feet. Passing 200 feet.
Come right to 021. Helm aye. Come right to 033. Helm aye.
Okay.
Con, helm, steady course.
That was a good shot. That was a good shot. All right, so we got torpedo
Con
tube one
sonar.
ready.
Torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 143.
Con, knuckle formed. Passing 200 feet. Passing 300 feet. Passing 400 feet. Passing 500 feet. Passing
Con sonar. No longer cavitating.
Passing 700 feet. Passing 800 feet.
We're just gonna stay down here for a while.
Sonar. Torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 129.
Passing 1,000 feet. Con, knuckle formed. Con, knuckle formed.
Oh, shit.
Passing 800 feet. Passing 700 feet. Passing 600 feet.
Con sonar. We are cavitating.
All right,
Con,
shift the rudder
knuckle
back.
formed. Passing 300 feet. Passing 200 feet.
Come left to 044. Helm aye.
These guys. Should get a tax credit for each one of these I explode.
Con sonar. Torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water.
You're wasting
Bearing
your time.
160.
Eventually they'll figure it out.
Passing 200 feet. Passing 300 feet. Passing 400 feet. Passing 500 feet. Passing 600.
Con sonar. No longer cavitating.
Passing 700 feet. Passing 800 feet. Passing 900 feet.
Come left to 0.
This is the American strategy of
Helm aye.
ASW warfare. Keep the submarine so busy you can't shoot.
Con, helm, steady course.
It works. There's a lot of explosions. What the hell's that? Something's blowing up a lot. Oh shit, that's a depth charge. Oh shit. Okay.
God, knuckle form.
It's about to be us. Fuck. I'm like, oh, what's that noise?
Passing 900 feet. Passing
Listen.
800 feet. Con, knuckle formed. Passing 700 feet. Passing 600 feet.
Watch it.
Passing
Con sonar. We are cavitating.
Yeah.
Con, knuckle formed. Passing 300 feet. Passing 200 feet.
Come right to 353 Helm I.
Oh, where's he at?
Come right to 027 Helm I.
Range.
Come right to 083 Helm I.
Mark. Stop the shaft.
Make turns.
Con sonar, no longer cavitating. Con sonar, switching to active
Where
search.
they at, sonar?
Con sonar,
Make turns for 5 knots. Maneuvering eye.
Snapshot tube 1.
Shoot 2-1. Aye, sir.
Torpedo evasion, baby. Let's get out of here.
Make turns for
Cut that
con
wire.
sonar, we are cavitating.
Con, fire control. We've lost the wire.
Passing 200 feet. Passing 300 feet. Passing 400 feet. Passing 500 feet.
Con sonar lost. Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
Passing 700 feet. Con, knuckle formed.
Alright, so what I'm doing here is I put the weapon on his bearing. I put the weapon in our baffles, our weapon in our own baffles, so that if he chases us, he hits our weapon. This is a breakaway. We'll see if it works. Anyway. Yeah, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year there, P-Pistol. Thank you very much. Good morning. Love the sub briefs. Just wanted to learn some live
Con,
streams.
torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Oh, yeah. We've been live streaming now for a month, I think. Regularly. We've been doing it on and off for a long time, but
Con
we finally
sonar,
have a schedule.
Noisemaker bearing 192.
It took me I seriously want to say 6 months, if not a little bit longer, to commit to a fixed schedule. Because I couldn't figure out what was working, because nothing really was.
Con, maneuvering. Making turns for
So I finally
3,
committed to this.
3 knots.
We stream live around noon, lunchtime, Wednesdays and Fridays. Going forward, that's the new schedule.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 191.
Poor Cresta. Cresta can't get no love. She's about to get about 800 pounds of PBXN. Poor girl. All right, that was a good evasion. Apparently it was the Cresta hunting us down, little bastard. So we're going to slow down to 5 knots. We're
Make
going to
turns
turn,
for 5
and we're
knots.
going to conduct a sonar
Maneuvering
search.
eye.
There's no layer, so we can stay deep. Oh, you got your power back. That's
Con
good.
sonar,
Yeah,
regained contact on Sierra 2 bearing 188.
we just sank the Cashin, or no, the Cresta 2. So we got 2 cruisers. That's a lot of tonnage. That should earn us some medals and stuff. There's still one more ship out there. We lost a lot of power
Con,
as
helm,
well,
steady
often.
course.
This storm this year has been pretty intense. And for us, this isn't even the bad months. Oh, geez.
Make turns for 15 knots. Maneuvering eye.
Yeah.
Con, maneuvering. Making turns for 15 knots.
But when I went out today to get my coffees, I saw all the power trucks. So we have like a whole brigade of power trucks in our region. They're hanging out at the Walmart parking lot because there's room there. It's a good place for them. So, hey, Rob's here. Says U.S. Army's in the room. Great to have you, man. Thank you, thank you. Love the live. Okay, yeah. The live schedule's permanent. It's the reason why I didn't want to commit to it is I didn't want to commit to anything that was permanent. But we worked that out behind the scenes. Me and my team, they're good people. I can't give them enough credit. I think I've given them too much credit because they were like, stop crediting us. I literally got that email. I was like, wow, really? Okay. I'll take a little bit of the credit. I have a small... I contribute a little bit to this. All right, I'm expecting Cashin to be closing us. That's why I wasn't aggressively turning towards her. All right, we're going to go periscope depth.
Come right to 160. Helm I.
Let's get up there and see what's going on. See, all right, P-Pistol, have a good one, though. Steel Rap, how's it going? Yeah, I see a lot of names we haven't seen in forever. Good to see you guys.
Con, helm.
I think word's
steady
getting
course.
out. That's the thing about streaming. If you want to do it, you have to be consistent, have a schedule, and then be halfway entertaining, be good, right? If you, those two things, people will... The word will get out on its own. You don't need to advertise or anything. Oh, there's the Cresta 2 we sank. So that's where I expected the Cashin to go to, was to that point. And then search for us around that area.
Make turns for 10 knots.
That
Maneuvering
sounded
aye.
like a new torpedo, but no, it's the same old one. So Cashin has no idea where we're at.
Con maneuvering.
What's his
Making
last
turns
bearing?
For 10 knots.
So 180 basically.
Make turns for 5 knots. Maneuvering aye.
So whenever we get the periscope up, we're going to look 180, which is right off the starboard bow. And I expect to see a warship. See what happens here.
Con
If I see a
maneuvering,
helicopter, we're in
making
trouble.
turns for 5 knots.
Yeah. Things on my do not want list is a helicopter. Hello?
Raise the radar mast.
Nope. Wrong one.
Up scope.
Sonar. Yeah. Put the scope up. Alright, looking down the bearing, I don't see nothing. What the hell?
Downscope.
That was a splash.
Raise the radar mast.
Con
There he is.
sonar. Master 3 is classified as escort.
How far away is he? Oh, he's really far away.
Come right to 2.
All right, emergency deep.
6. Helm I. Con sonar. We are cavitating.
All right, we're gonna go hunting, boys.
Passing 100 feet.
We're gonna go get us a Cashin.
Passing 200 feet.
Con helm.
Passing 300 feet.
Eldrick, thank you very much. I do appreciate this. You say this is my
Passing
game. I do enjoy this
400
game a
feet.
lot. I do. I took a long break
Passing
from it, like
500 feet.
a 3-year break,
Con
4-year
sonar.
break from
No
it.
longer cavitating.
But
Passing 700
we are
feet.
so back. All right, so we're gonna race up on the. Gotta do some math here. All right, let's say that he's not moving, but he is. But so we're gonna say 34,000 yards. Oh my gosh, and we're doing what? 30 knots. Okay, so we're gonna do 30 knots, which means we're doing what is that? 900 yards in 3 minutes. Yep. So we're gonna do. Oof, 9. Wow. 30 minutes. It's going to be like an hour before we get to this guy. All right. We're going to call him. We're going to say that he got away, I guess. Because he's way too far to hunt down. It'd be over an hour for us to catch up to him. So we're just going to we're going to let him off with a warning. Yeah, he can go tell the rest of the fleet what happened this day, because there are no battlefield graveyards in naval combat. So we're going to let one go. All right, let's go get us an Oscar. That's who we're looking for. No, we never saw the Oscar. Sosis never saw the Oscar. That's really unfortunate. Wow, and the Oscar, yeah. That's a scary little submarine. It holds like, I want to say 30 missiles. It's a lot of missiles. Yeah. Anti-ship missiles. All right, reports the enemy carrier task force preparing to sail from Murmansk to the Norwegian Sea. Great. I want them to come out of the Barents, get into a little bit deeper water. Yeah. So, oh my God, the carrier. I had to read that twice. They're going to put the Kuznetsov to sea. Well, it could also be the Moskva, which is, or Murmansk. Whichever one's the helicopter carrier. I think it's, oh, it is the Moskva. Yeah. It is the Moskva. She's weird. She has like three-bladed screws or something stupid. Yeah. Really, really odd screw blade configuration for a warship. It's like the world's largest trawler. Yeah. Oh my God, is that them? Oh my God. Yes. Oh, sweet Jesus, hallelujah. Okay. I think what we're going to do with this one, that might have been my O face, because this is going to be good. I'm going to start these knuckleheads off a long ways away, and I'm going to pummel them with TASMs. Yeah, that's what's going on now. Welcome to my world, communism. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is what we dreamed about happening. Getting the Kuznetsov at sea in a free fire environment. Oh. No, just give me a moment. Give me a moment. Yes, this is what we've worked for, boys. This is what we worked for. All right, so they bear to the east, about 080. We're heading 030. God, we even got a great angle on them. The game is apologizing for not telling us about the Oscar. That's what's happening right now. Okay, we feel good. We feel good. So I'm going to tighten this up a little bit. Oh, it's going to be so good. You guys are about to be impressed. I'm about to impress chat. Yeah, this is, nothing can possibly go wrong from this. This is going to be victory. I'm already writing my speech of what I'm going to tell the Admiral when we get back. Yeah, I'll tell the crew first over the 1MC. We're going to be singing the national anthem, listening to rock and roll. Yeah, it's going to be great. Oh, this is so good. We're at periscope depth. We're already at launch depth. I'm going to pop the radar. I'm going to pop all 4 tubes, and then we're going to run. We're going to run like hell. Yep. You guys ready? This is going to be so good. That's my Braveheart speech. Thanks for coming.
Con, sonar.
Raise the radar mast!
The radar mast.
Panic! Ready, tube 1. Oh, sweet Jesus, yes.
Con, sonar. Master 1 is
Oh my God, it's the
classified
Kiev.
as escort.
It's the Kiev.
Shoot 2-3.
Die, communism.
Shoot 2-4.
Emergency
Aye, sir.
deep. Emergency deep right now.
Make con sonar. We are cavitating.
Load all the decoys right now.
Con sonar.
No.
Passing 100 feet.
No. Yes.
Con.
Passing 200 feet.
Con sonar. Lost contact.
We got one of them.
300 feet.
We got one.
Passing 400 feet. Passing 500 feet. Passing 600.
Ooh.
Con
My
sonar.
missile.
No longer cavitating.
Shit.
Passing 700 feet.
All right. We got 2 of them.
Passing 800 feet.
Oh, son of a bitch. We got everything but the Kiev. All right, it's fine. I don't like chicken anyway. Let's go.
Con, sonar, torpedo in the water, torpedo in the water, bearing,
Whatever.
10.
Where's my decoy at? Oh shit. That's a pretty good shot. Damn. These guys are good.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Con, sonar, torpedo in the water, torpedo in the water,
Yeah,
bearing, 178.
I know sonar. We got it. We got it. This is fine.
Con, knuckle formed. Passing 800 feet.
Shift the rudder.
Con, knuckle formed.
Shift the rudder. Shift the rudder.
Con, sonar, torpedo in the water, torpedo in the water.
Oh,
bearing,
hey.
193.
Hey, buddy.
Con, sonar, we are cavitating.
Listen,
Passing 400 feet.
we're just gonna level this out right here. Just gonna level it out right here. That's fine.
Passing
That's fine. That's fine.
300
That's fine.
feet.
How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? We're good. We're good. We're good. Oh shit! Damn it. Okay, math.
Con,
Math sucks.
helm, steady course.
Level rudder.
Con, knuckle formed.
Level rudder. Yeah, today.
Passing 400 feet.
Where's my buddies at? Where my buddies at?
Con, passing 500 feet.
Come right to.
Con, sonar, no longer cavitating.
Where's he at? There he is.
Passing 700 feet.
Right
Passing
kidding?
800 feet.
Okay. 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 Their torpedoes have very good sonars.
Passing 900 feet.
All right. Fine. Fine. Fine.
Come right to. 001. Helm
This
aye.
guy's pretty close. There's gonna be a lot of helicopters up there from the Kiev.
Con, helm, steady course.
Still haven't loaded a decoy. Wish somebody would torpedo would pay attention to the flipping orders. I wonder if Kiev has depth charges.
Con, torpedo room, tube 3 ready.
I did not expect that, but okay. I will take that.
Make turns for 0 knots. Maneuvering aye.
I am turning to engage.
Make turns for 0. Make turns for 5 knots.
Give me
Maneuvering
a bearing,
aye.
sonar. Give me a bearing.
Con, sonar, regained contact on. Master, 2, bearing, 079. Con, sonar, regained contact on. Master, 3, bearing, 090.
Shoot 2-1. Aye, sir. Shoot 2-2. Aye, sir.
Con, torpedo room, tube 4 ready.
All right, so there she goes. We're going to sit right here. Make like a hole in the water. And sink us an aircraft carrier. Trying to keep him outside 6,000 yards. He's at 9. 6,000 yards is their depth charge range. I think they added extra caffeine to my drink today because holy crap, my ears are buzzing. Or that's my heart rate. Oof. Yeah, it might be that. Where you going, Kiev? Where you going? Got a little gift care package for you. Little care package. Where are you gonna go? He's probably running like hell right now. They can make 30 knots. It's a fast, large ship. All right, let's do the right 10-degree rudder. Trying to turn without cutting the wire. I don't ever want to do more than a 10-degree rudder no matter what the speed. And if you want to save the wire, try to keep your speed below 10 knots. You may still lose it, but it's less likely to happen at those lower speeds. The reason why we're turning is we're getting out of the way of this weapon. Weapon's going to CPA us right about here at 2,500 yards. That's about the detection range of their torpedoes. Oh, we finally have a course. Yeah, boy. We finally have a course. I hear compressed cavitation. There might be a submarine out here. I just heard potentially a submarine. There he is. That's the carrier, boys.
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing 096.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Got him. All right, good luck dodging that. Surprised they didn't put up more helicopters.
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing 101.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
All right, reacquired. Got there smoking and joking on the Lido deck.
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing 105.
See ya, lady. Cheers. Let's get those tubes post-launched. All right, we're going to go up and take a photo.
Make depth 458, dive by.
Make turns for 15 knots.
We're going to take a
Maneuvering
picture.
aye.
If he doesn't sink too fast. Good Lord, stop sinking so fast. Did you leave all your watertight doors
Maneuvering,
open?
Making turns for 15 knots.
Never mind, we're not going to make it to periscope depth before this guy comes down. There he is right there. I don't think we're going to get a picture of his fire on the water. Only 2 hits. I know, right? Yeah. Not too bad. Is there going to be anything of... Oh, we got a little bit of the bow. Let's get up there and take that photo.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Thank you. Does it have the decoy?
Make
I
turns
bet you
for
we're out of decoys. The torpedo room's
10
afraid to tell me.
knots. Maneuvering
They're
aye.
like, don't tell the captain we're out of decoys. Just keep shooting.
Con, maneuvering, making turns for 10
right.
knots.
Yeah, I think he's all the way under now. Son of a gun. Oh. Well, we can take a picture of the
Make
life
turns
raft.
for 5 knots.
What's the bearing?
Maneuvering aye.
102. All right, we'll put the camera bearing 102, which is right there.
Con maneuvering, making turns for
5
5
feet.
knots.
Upscope.
Yeah, I think the ships sink too quickly in this game. Yeah, that's a little disappointing. Not even a life raft. Oh. Oh well.
Downscope.
Oh crap! There is a helicopter.
Con, torpedo room, tube 2 ready.
Hold on one second. Oh, is that him? No. That's some dirt on my screen. Let's get rid of that. Oh yeah. That little smudge looked like a helicopter. Can't have that.
Make turns for 10 knots. Maneuvering I.
Let's go visit the graveyard while we dodge these
Maneuvering,
helicopters.
Making turns for 10 knots.
Passing 200 feet.
Make turns for 15 knots. Maneuvering
Hey, thanks
I.
for the resub, Red Devil. Appreciate
Con,
that.
maneuvering, making turns for 15 knots.
Passing 400
We're not going to torpedo
feet.
the rafts. No, that's too far.
Passing 500 feet. Passing 600 feet.
Hopefully we can break contact with these helicopters pretty quickly.
Passing 700
Let's
feet.
see. Vulcan Rider's here. How's it going, Vulcan? He's got a question for the class. He says, I'd love to hear your opinion on the story about them powering these new data centers with reactors from aircraft carriers. What? I have not heard that. So, yeah, obviously data centers use a lot of water. They use a lot of power. I think what would be best is if every major data center, whether it's in Montana, I know there's a big one in Utah. That's where the federal one is. That's where all this is being saved. I think they should have their own power plant. Completely off the public power grid. They should make for and pay for their own power. I know there was a plan, and I don't know if this is still happening, but going back 2 years now, Microsoft began applying for approval to build their own nuclear power plant somewhere out west. I don't know what state it's going to be in, but the corporation, a privately owned company, well, publicly owned company, I guess, because it's traded, is going to have its own nuclear power plant. And that brings into question, do you allow citizens to have nuclear technology? Like, we won't let Iran have it, but will we let Bill Gates have it?
Come right to 100 helm.
So now it's been like 2 years since I've heard
helm,
anything from
steady
that. They
course.
might have got shot down immediately, and that's why I haven't heard anything for 2 years. But I know at least Microsoft, for their AI and their data centers, they're at least applying for the approval to begin construction, groundbreaking on nuclear power somewhere out west. Let's see what you guys say. This brought up a lot of discussion. You guys like this topic? Okay. Big data centers have their own power generation capabilities already. That's good. The fact is, it was a good idea. They've already done it. Let's see. The fact is, under 10 years, AI needs the kind of power is concerning. Yeah. You know, I think it will get more efficient over time. Because look at the human brain. We can do a lot of computing ourselves, and we don't need a nuclear reactor. So I think eventually AI, as it develops, will get less and less power hungry. Because what needs the power is the hardware, obviously. So it just needs more efficient design, hardware, with less demand, you know. It'll never be zero, but it'll be a lot less. But I've been an advocate for nuclear power generation for decades. Man, I can't get rid of these damn helicopters.
Con, helm,
How
steady
fast are we
course.
going? Okay, let's go flank bell.
Make turns for 3
We're going to
knots.
take a bit of a
Maneuvering
gamble here.
I.
We've had a huge victory. I don't want to mess it up.
Come right to 101 helm I.
But what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and compress a little bit of time here. I could get surprised and shot with a torpedo, like right now, left full rudder.
Con, knuckle formed.
I don't know if we just got detected. I'm not sure what just happened, but it kicked me out of time compression. Let's get down to 1,000 feet.
Passing 800 feet. Passing 900 feet.
900 feet, okay.
Con, maneuvering, making turns for 3.
All right, we're just
3
above 1,000
knots.
feet right now, just barely. Still got a helicopter out there somewhere. All right, so that's the rear end of the Kiev. The bow's like lawn darted into the sand. That's one of the escorts. What, the Cresta? Which one is this? Oh, the Kara. Yeah, so the big-ass Kara, that's a lot of tonnage right there. It's a huge victory for us. Huge victory. Someone look up how many tons the Kiev is, please. Let's see. Gates already has backed the Helion. Backer of Helion. I don't know what Helion is. Is that a reactor? They want to build fusion reactors. Okay. Hey, I'm all for fusion, fission, whatever they want to build. As long as it's not coal. What do you think about new proposal of the battleship? We talked about that in depth on the Discord over the past week. So I'll just sum it up. I did look into it because I was going to make a video about it. I did a real deep dive into what the plan was, and I found that there is no plan. Literally. It is a data sheet full of wishful thinking and displacement estimation that kind of makes sense, but appears to be based on the Iowa battleship, being that the hull's steel and everything and the size of it. So I'm not going to make a video on it until I get until the Navy comes up with a plan that's feasible, that is, I'm not going to do a video on it. And here's what is likely to happen next. The Government Accountability Office eventually will generate a report to Congress on the Trump-class battleship. When that happens, I almost always make a video on those topics. Whatever the GAO produces, that's instant naval news on this channel. So, unless the Navy comes up with a serious plan to build that ship, I'm not even going to waste my time or your time on that topic. And if the GAO blows it out of the water like I expect them to, that's when that video will come out. Congressional hearings with the Chief of Naval Operations in the Admiralty and all the other armed services happen in April. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's March and April, those 2 months. And that's coming up quick. So whenever those hearings happen, I will watch them live like I always do. And then I'll piece together whatever comes out of them and do a video for you so that you don't have to watch them. Because those hearings last half a day, sometimes the whole day. You know, I'm not going to waste your time doing that. You guys have jobs, you guys need and lives, you know. So we'll see what comes out of those hearings. So that's 3 things to look for in the news in general, and that's when you know when I'll make a video on it. Hey, we outran the helicopter. Yay. Or he had to go get fuel. That's probably what happened. Huge victory. Wow, we got a Bravo Zulu from the Admiral. That's special. He says, my personal congratulations for delivering a crucial blow to the enemy naval forces. Yeah. What'd we get? Give me a medal. Ooh, we got the red, white, and blue one. This one's called Silver Star. That looks a lot like bronze. You know, times are hard. You know, silver is expensive. So, but at least the ribbon's white and blue. That's kind of, that combine those two, it's kind of silvery looking. What the hell? Oh, that's awesome. Hey, I like that photo. Look at all those bombs. Yeah. That's a great picture. I wonder, how can I get this artwork without the world news on top of it? Someone needs to pull these images wherever they're somewhere in the game. I don't know how to do that, but that's a good one. It's a little blurry because it's simulating motion shake or camera shake. Motion shake. But it's still good. Okay, let's move on to the next one. How much? I think we still have some weapons. We're fine. All right. Intelligence says discern a pattern of movements of enemy at-sea replenishment tankers and tenders. A small enemy force, including 2 of these ships, are expected to sail from Archangel to the Norwegian coast. This will be shallow water for sure. I almost don't even want to do this one. Oh. I almost don't even want to do it. So, weapons. We have 12 torpedoes and 4 missiles. That's it. Those submarines going to be mad. I just sank their buddy. Maybe we take one of these guys out. I don't like having 2 gatekeepers in case we got to go into the Barents and run back out again. I don't want to run into a gatekeeper. Because that gate swings both ways. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like my ex-girlfriend. Yeah. All right. Bearing 111. We're at periscope depth. No surface duct. No thermal layer. It's a submarine. Probably going to be one-on-one. Probably going to be in Akula. I'm thinking near pier. So we're going to go to 15,000 yards and fight.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
We're not going to do nothing. Just listen.
Con sonar, new contact bearing 101. Designated Sierra 2.
The question in chat is, how many noisemakers do we have left? And I don't know. I've brought the inventory tab up on your screen. I would expect it to be under weapons. And I don't know how many noisemakers we have. I don't see the number. It might be somewhere else. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. All right, let's classify the contact. Oh, 2. Okay. So, oh, this one's a whale. I recognize this one. Oh my word. Whale.
Con sonar, Sierra 2 is classified as biologic.
All right, Sierra 2 is hiding behind the whale. Definitely a submarine. Very sneaky submarine. Probably if it's a Delta, what is the fast attack equivalent of the Delta? I forget. Oh my god, I'm getting so old. Is it the Akula? Is it the Type 6? No, it's the Type 3. It's to be a Victor. Yeah. Wow, I'm slowly remembering. Wow, it's been so long. I used to know that stuff off the top of my head. It's a diesel boat? No. Actually, Gatekeeper can be a diesel boat.
Con sonar.
A Kilo Gatekeeper is terrifying.
Submerged submarine.
Because he doesn't have to do anything except stay dead in the water and listen. Like he's a little sonar buoy, but he's got 60 to 80 men on board. 30 couples. And they're looking for American boats. Okay, so Tango, not as capable. Tango is the predecessor to the Kilo. Kilo is what Tango became. So we have that advantage. There's no layers, so we might as well go deep. So let's go ahead and bring on some water, Chief, and put some down angle on the bubble. All right, when is the Staying Alive coming online this year? 2026. We will be playing the Staying Alive. The Staying Alive is on a mod, guys, for those of you. And it is a little disco submarine. It's very cool. I think it's got a bigger torpedo room, too. I think we'll be able to carry more weapons than the 688.
Passing 100 feet.
Yep. I've got 2026 mapped out. Don't you guys worry. The plan is happening. Yeah, it's undergoing refit right now. It's getting all the mirrors attached to the outside. Because I already got them on the inside. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Battleship House says, yeah, the Gatekeeper is an SSK. It sure is. Absolutely it is. Oh, someone was a sonar tech on subs for 20 years. What? My future. Oh, your future ex. That's funny. I used to make that joke, and then she became my ex. I was like, oh, shit. I didn't mean that to be a prophecy. It was a joke. Anyway, great to meet you, sir. Yeah. Fellow sonar tech in the chat,
300
folks.
feet.
Thank you. We're slowly coming down. Let's get this off your screen. You guys don't need to be seeing that. Oh, wow. Prolians, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. He says, quick question. Can you blow up a torpedo using a depth charge? Is it possible to use the depth shallow enough to damage the surface torpedo? So, the RBU is designed to,
Passing 400 feet.
as an anti-torpedo weapon. Its chance to hit's very low, but that was one of the things we expected Russia to try and employ against a torpedo attack, was to shoot rocket bomb units, or depth charges by another name, at the incoming weapon. And you would just have to get lucky, because there was no fire control at that time on the Russian ship to get an exact range of the incoming weapon. They would just have a bearing. So they would just keep flooding the bearing where they hear the incoming
Passing
weapon
500
with
feet.
those depth charges that you saw explode in the previous fight over and over again until the weapon broke apart. Now, I can tell you from first-hand experience, the ad cap is very well made. Good luck breaking that thing apart without it. You know, it's going to explode eventually, right? Yeah. It's very well put together. It's designed to not break apart. Because, one, obviously battle damage and just what you're talking about, those tactics. But
Passing
also,
600 feet.
when you're in port handling weapons, those torpedoes get handled in the torpedo room regularly. They get shipped back to maintenance ashore, in and off the submarine multiple times. One torpedo during its life will be on 10, 20 submarines, all the submarines eventually, because it gets passed around like a community bicycle. So it's designed, one, it's modular, it can be taken apart, but whenever it's bolted together, man,
Passing
it is
700 feet.
bolted together. But you bring up a very good point in that is a legitimate tactic that we expected the Soviet Navy and then the Russian Navy to actually employ against an incoming weapon. Just try to damage it, not even really break it apart, but damage it enough that it loses track, that it can't track a contact. The sonar head, the nose of a torpedo, probably the most sensitive part of the torpedo, because it has to be. That's the sensor. If you damage that, it can't see anything. So that's kind of what they were thinking. All right, so we got a Tango over here. He's a long ways away. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we're going to... I've got him dead to rights. There's nothing he can do to stop us. I'm just trying to decide how far can he hear my torpedo shot. I don't know. This is already a good torpedo evasion course. Let's go up to 10 knots.
Make turns for
Let's take a look at the background noise.
0 knots.
Ambient noise is
Maneuvering
81
aye.
decibels. It's kind of quiet.
Con maneuvering. Making turns
The fact that
for
we're holding a Tango at
1
15,000 yards
0
says
knots.
a lot about the environment. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a dogleg attack on this one. I'm going to shoot the weapon at Sierra 1, the Tango. Active homing, tube 1, ad cap. And if we don't lose the wire on launch, I'm going to steer the weapon towards the blue whale and then have it approach from the north so that his counterfire goes off to the north. Everybody got that? We're already so far away, even if he shot at us right now, I'd dodge it. Easy as. So, firing point procedures on Sierra 1, the Tango. Bearing 086, run to enable is going to be 500 yards. Solution set, safety set, ships ready, weapons ready, shoot tube 1.
Shoot tube 1. Aye, sir.
All right, so we've kept the wire. First thing we want to do is steer it to the north. This is the dogleg part of the attack. He did not hear our launch. The reason why I know that is he didn't immediately ping. If he pinged active sonar on our launch, he heard the launch. So I'm going to swim it out. It won't be in his baffles. The reason why I'm not putting the weapon in his baffles is because I want to be in his baffles. I don't want the weapon and me to be in the same area. So what we're looking for is any kind of change in the target. Does it change course, speed, anything like that? And this is a great chance for me to catch up on chat. So I'm going to scroll all the way to the top here and see what everybody says. Recently started watching my videos, got the game. Haven't played a sub game since 688i. I'm glad you got this game. Yeah, it's really good. It's a fun game. I think we've been detected. I thought I heard the weapon launch. I think. Shamu is guilty. Yeah. See how he's using active sonar now? Yeah. So someone's saying that I should have shot the weapon to the southeast and turned northeast. If I had done that, we would be driving into his counterfire, which is why I did not do that. If I bring up the sonar file, you can see how close he is to detecting you. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and I'll bring that up so you guys can see that. That's what this is right here. The low frequency passive sonar is -3. And then he's using active right now, and it's +2, so he has a good chance of detecting us there with his active sonar. We might be in his baffles. If we're in his baffles, no, we must not be, because it still says +1. But yeah, that's what, oh, there we go, -50. Once we're -50, we know that we're in his baffles right there. Man, he heard that at a really long way. So 13,000, and it was like 4. So, almost 15,000 yards. I'm surprised, if he heard the weapon up there, I'm surprised he didn't hear our launch. Our launch is much louder than the weapon is. Maybe he wasn't paying attention. That's possible. So the reason why I didn't shoot down to the south first and then up is because I didn't want this weapon to be down here in front of us. It's going behind us. And its CPA is going to be about 3,000 yards. Their torpedoes average around 2.5 for detection, so it's still pretty close. But we're doing 10 knots. We're driving out of his cone. I think we'll be fine. His sonarman woke up from the nap. Yeah, that's what happened there, yeah. Looks like ambergris is back on the menu. What? I'll have to look that one up. I'm not sure what's ambergris. Ambergris. I feel like I should know that, but I don't. Unfortunately, I don't think that's modeled, Future X. I don't think the game gets that specific. And the question in chat is, if you shoot from the disengaged side, which is the side opposite the contact's over there. So if I shot from the starboard torpedo tubes, would it be less detectable? In reality, yes. In this video game, it doesn't make a difference. Now, you can still play it as if it does. There's nothing wrong with doing that. That torpedo is coming right for us. It's going to be a lot closer than I thought it was. Oh, crap. Yeah. Let's go ahead and sink out. I'm going to bring on about 10,000 pounds of water here. Sink out a little bit. I'm trying to get beneath this search cone because the weapon's a lot closer than I thought it would be. Our torpedo's in his baffles, but it's going to be pinging active. He'll see it. That's the big picture right there, everybody.
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing,
Hey.
0, 6,
Oh,
3.
definitely here's the weapon.
Passing 800 feet.
I'm trying to get down to around 900 plus. So time to steer the weapon up, I think. Let's go and enable it.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Where's our weapon at? That's him. There's us. So ours is going to go shallow. And that's the target. Hey, thanks, Cybot, for the follow.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 058.
Ambergris is a whale excrement. Oh, okay. I'm glad I didn't know that.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Notice the resemblance to a German World War II boat.
Con sonar, lost
Bye
contact.
bye.
Sierra 1, last bearing 055. Contact breaking up.
Congrats on the total war with Iran. I know, I heard about that. I heard it. This is so silly. I heard that Iran declared total war on Canada today. And I was like, are you kidding me? Poor Canada can't catch a break. I feel so bad. I don't know what Canada did in the karma timeline, but they have no friends. And they're some of the nicest people I ever met. Oh, it's hilarious. It's ridiculous is why it's funny. Yeah. Poor Canada.
Come left to 083. Helm I.
They declared Canada a terrorist organization? What the hell? I'm just curious, what was Iran's, not that they need any, but did Iran have a justification for declaring Canada a terrorist organization? What did you guys do? I don't know. We have friends everywhere. Okay, good, good. I'm glad you guys got friends everywhere. It sounds like you're going to need them pretty soon.
Con, helm, steady course.
Looks like it's time for Canada to break the Geneva Convention. Yeah, I know. Someone was telling me, and I haven't looked into it, so I don't know if it's true, but apparently Canada has a history of breaking the Geneva Convention, like literal war crimes, but it sounds like a joke, so I don't know if there's any facts behind that. It sounds ridiculous. If anybody's ever been to Canada or talked to a Canadian or had Canadian friends, I live right on the border of Canada. They're not just normal people, they're like super chill. And why people want to mess with them is, I don't know, I don't get it. Let's see, Canada declared that the RGC was a terrorist organization. Well, they are a terrorist organization. That's just a fact. Most of the conventions are cause of stuff we did. Oh my God. Really? Okay, I gotta look that up now. That's hilarious. Is that why you guys are so nice now because of your history? You're like, we know what we did. We gotta start being cool again. What the fuck? I'm writing that down. What the hell did Canada do? Question mark. Yeah. I'll be Googling that tonight when I'm drinking. That should be fun. All right, let's go. Let's get out of here. All right. Let's think this dude too. I'm tired of all these gatekeepers keeping my gates. I'm the gatekeeper now. Our depth's 50 feet rather. We do have a weak thermal layer. Not that that matters in this video game. It does matter. I'm joking. I'm being sassy. All right. The contact is to the west. We drove by it apparently, and then they're like, "Hey, he's over there." Let's do 15,000 yards because that works very well. Let me reload tube 1, by the way. Tube 1's reloaded.
On sonar, new contact.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Ultra quiet. Ultra quiet. And we're going to bring that up. Now let's bring up. He's in our
sonar,
baffles.
new contact bearing 110.
Come on. The game
Designated
is just
Sierra
being a
2.
jerk right now. Come on, game. No matter what you do to me, game, I'm not going to stop beating the pants off you.
Con sonar, Sierra 2 is classified as submerged submarine. Con sonar, Sierra
All right,
1
couple buddies
is
out here doing
classified
buddy
as
things.
Submerged submarine.
Let's turn around.
Come left to 180. Helm I.
I don't trust a communist in my baffles, okay? So we're going to fix that. The game giveth and the game taketh away. I know, right? It's just being a jerk when you start the contact behind me. Like in the perfect firing position, too. It's not right. Death and I says the money from Canadian maple syrup smuggled is used to arm the rebellion. Okay. I love the Canadian lore we're building here on this channel. This is great. We can make them the criminals. Oh my gosh. I love where you're going with this, chat. I'm fully on board with it. Oh my gosh. The Germans hated the Canadians in World War I and II. Yeah, to be fair, in World War I and II, the Germans didn't like many people. Like, they didn't like the Italians, and they were allied with them, right? But then again, Ferrari. I'm kind of mad at the Italians, too, right now. Let's see. Yeah, you Yanks have cheese caves? Oh, that's true. We do. Yeah. We also have whiskey caves. Yeah, those are the good ones. I prefer the whiskey caves over the cheese caves. How do you know about that? Who told the Canadian about our cheese caves? Can't keep any secrets around here. Let's see. Warp says, the same with the British. We are the nicest people on Earth until we're not. I know. I actually do have a lot of British friends. And the same could be said about them. Thank God I've never pissed them off. At least I don't think I have. Well, if I had, I would know about it. Yeah. But they are super cordial. I watched a little bit of the dinner that the king had with the president recently. It was like last week. Might have been a couple days ago, actually. And that is some of the nicest I've ever heard. Well, one, it's the longest I've ever heard your king speak. Tar King. And I didn't know he knew English that well, to be honest with you. But he was very nice. It was very cordial. Yeah. It was very cool to watch.
Con, helm, steady course.
The Germans called you stormtroopers. Really? The stormtroopers called you stormtroopers. Now, did they call you stormtroopers because you can't hit what you're shooting at? Because it might have been an insult. I'm just saying. It might have been that. Viva Quebec. Oh, that's right. You guys speak French. Look,
Passing 100 feet.
I wouldn't let anybody else know that you speak French. Okay? That's not something to be proud of. The French aren't even proud of that. They're like, what do we do? It's better than German, I guess. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. That's a fair point. I feel like the stream's already gone off the rails. We're only on like hour 1.
Come left to
We usually make it to hour 3 before this
LI.
happens. We are ahead of schedule. Yeah. Canadians were the most feared in World War II. I don't know about that. The Canadians would have been feared by anybody if they didn't get on our boats to get over there. So, take that. I am going to look that up, though, because, one, I thought it was a joke.
Passing
I didn't take it
300
seriously.
feet.
But if there really is a history of Canada being badasses, I'm going to find out. And then I will spread the gospel, because that's hilarious. The Germans feared the Russians. Yeah, the Russians were crazy, man. Desperate. You don't want to fight a desperate enemy. Yeah. That is a scary
Passing
foe.
400 feet.
All right, calm down there, Waitsy. Yeah, wait. Didn't take long for that topic to come up about Canada. I think we'll get Greenland first. I think Denmark and America can come to a deal. I'm going to have to find Denmark. I still don't know where it's at. People keep telling me it's in Europe, and I can't find it. Europe's
Passing
not that fucking
500
big.
feet.
I assume that at some point on the map it's going to say the word Denmark, right? This is an interesting problem we have here. We have two different submarines close together going different directions, so there is no baffle. So I think we come up here.
left to
I just want to be going the opposite
Helm
direction
high.
of the closest one, and we're going to
Passing
shoot.
600 feet.
I'll probably just shoot one at a time. I don't want to get too wild here. Denmark's right above Germany. Oh. No. The Baltic Sea is right above Germany. I do know that. I know that much geography. Oh, the Tango's going the other way. Oh, that's huge.
Con
Okay.
sonar, Sierra.
Passing
Oh, it's a kilo.
700 feet.
Now that's good information to have too. I'm starting to think they don't put Denmark on American maps. I think it's a big conspiracy. Denmark borders Germany to the north. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. You guys.
Passing 800 feet.
Con
You guys-
sonar,
you guys help me
lost
out.
Contact. Sierra. Come left 2.
I promise you by this time next week, I will know where Denmark is. I will have located it. Now, since they're on the Baltic, does Denmark have a navy? Because I know a country, it's not NATO, but it's definitely an island, has no navy. Like, I'm not even joking. No navy. And it's an island. You would think of all the countries to have a navy, it would be an island nation. They have a coast guard.
Come left 2043. Helm I.
Does anyone know what country I'm talking about? It's in Europe. That should really narrow it down. There's not that many island countries in Europe. It's not Iceland. It's a good guess, though. Ireland, yes. Ireland does not have a navy. They depend on the British Navy, which was a poor decision because UK doesn't have a navy either now.
Come left 2030.
I'll probably
Helm
be getting
I.
some emails about that comment. All right,
Come
fine.
left 2.
I think you guys have one ballistic missile
033.
submarine.
Helm I.
I think there is literally one astute class operational. And I honestly don't know if you have any ships. I don't know. I'm not joking about that. All right, let's come up to 10 knots.
Make
Steady out.
turns for 1.
And we're going to shoot the
0
kilo while
knots.
we're in his
Maneuvering
baffles.
aye. Con maneuvering. Making turns for 1, 0.
11,000 yards, perfect. This is so good. This is a really good shot. I mean, my God, I'm already patting myself on the back here. Yeah, we're gonna do run to enable at 6. All right, so firing point procedures on Sierra 1, the kilo, bearing 107. Run to enable is gonna be 6,400 yards. With the safety set, fences set, ship is ready. Shoot tube 1.
Shoot tube 1. Aye, sir.
We have the wire. Wire clearance maneuver complete. Weapons running steady and normal. I did not want to complicate this multiple submarine engagement with trying to take them both out at the same time. I'm taking out the most capable and closest submarine first, and then we can pretty much take out the Foxtrot at our leisure. All right, Mongolian Navy exists. I've heard about that. Yeah, that's a running joke, but it's true though. Like they do have some ships, and they call it a navy. It's more of a river navy, but still it's a navy. Yeah. Just figured out that angle. They might hear the launch transient. Okay. Steele says, near 4 a.m. over here. Happy New Year's. You're off to bed. Okay, have a great one, man. Happy New Year. It's already 2026 for Mr. Steel Trap. Thanks for coming in, hanging out with us for a little bit today. Yeah, today's going to be an interesting day because we're going to stay up late and watch the ball fall in New York City and all that stuff on the TV. We're not going there. It's really cold today up where we live, so I don't want to even be outside for a minute, much less standing outside watching some silly ass ball drop. You know, that's a young man's game. Yeah, we're not playing that. Sorry. Does Switzerland have a navy? I've not heard that. That's interesting. Okay. And we're landlocked. Switzerland has a navy and they're landlocked. That's interesting. I wonder why. Do you, I assume you're from Switzerland, Jerry. Do you know? Can you explain what's going on with that? One, where do they pull into port? Do they use French ports or Italian ports? Is Vatican City on the sea? I thought Vatican City was literally inland. I've never been there, so I don't know. A riverine navy. Okay, so very similar to the Mongolian navy. Gotcha. Hey, man, if that's what you got, you call it a navy, you know? That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Vulcan Rider said he's so old. Your New York consists of watching the Twilight Zone marathon on Sci-Fi. Yeah, we don't really have any traditions like that. My partner is big into Ryan Seacrest. I think she actually likes him a lot, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm always down. Whenever Ryan Seacrest is on TV, I just know that's what we're watching. So it's all good. They have barcodes on ships. What? Okay. Oh, hey, we got an order of battle for England.
Fire control. Weapon acquired.
I forgot you guys do have the aircraft carriers. So you have the Queen Elizabeth. Don't you have the Prince Eugen or something? What's the Prince one? You have two. Oh, you have 4 ballistic submarines. Now I have a question, and I'm being serious. I'm not taking a piss, as you say over there. If you have 4 ballistic submarines, why are you leaving your submarines on patrol for over 100 days? Why is that then? If you have 4 ballistic submarines, you should be able to rotate them out every 90 days.
Fire control. Weapon acquired.
Not 190 days. Like, that's not good for a human psyche. Let me tell you what, to be underway for over 100 days. And it's almost 200 days.
Fire control. Weapon acquired.
Oh, crap.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra.
This counterfire
one,
might hit
bearing,
that submarine.
1, 2, 3. Contact breaking up.
Anyway, that's the Kilo. Yeah, look at this. This is interesting. We're going to watch this. Now, this weapon's not enabled yet. It doesn't see anything. The sonar is literally not turned on this weapon yet. But if it turned on right now, it would see that for sure. Oh, that turned on. Oh, it turned on. Does it see it? It's going to do a search. There's us, by the way. We're over there. Come on, see it. Oh, no. All right. It got deep enough, fast enough to not be a problem. Okay. All right, so we know we got weapons incoming. Let's go ahead and go to torpedo evasion here. We're going to speed up in post-launch tube 1. I probably missed your reply. I'm sorry if I did. About the ballistic missile submarines. Doesn't UK have great trouble to have them at sea? Well, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying, is that if you have 4 ballistic submarines, you would rotate them out more often. So they may have 4 ballistic submarines on their ship's list, is what it's called. But I don't think they actually have 4 that's operational. A lot of countries do that, by the way. It's not just UK. Prince Eugen is at the bottom. I know I said Prince Eugen as a joke. Yeah. It's Prince... what is the real name of your carrier? It's Prince something. Is it Prince Harry? Prince Edward? Prince of Peace? Principal? It's Prince something. You're lacking a cruise. Oh, Prince of Wales. That's what it is. It would have been really funny if they'd spelled it W-H-A-L, by the way. That would have been hilarious. I would have been on board with that kind of comedy. All right, so we're going to maneuver...
Torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Maneuver around these shots.
Come right to 088 helm
Prince
aye.
Albert. Prince Albert would have been cool. Yeah.
Con helm steady course.
Muzzle Flash says currently only 1 of the 6 boats is commissioned, is operational. 4 of them are at very low readiness maintenance backlog. Yeah.
Con maneuvering. Making
Yeah, the
turns
United
for
States, we have a huge
3,
maintenance
3
backlog as
knots.
well. But our Navy is so large in terms of just literal number of ships. Even though we have a huge backlog, we're able to keep a lot of them operational. There was a 688, I forget the name of, but it was like I'm pretty sure it was Flight 3. It kept getting pushed back from going into dry dock, so it was not operational, hadn't been to sea in over a year, and every time they were getting close to going to the shipyard for their scheduled maintenance, which was critical to maintain their at-sea certification, which they ended up losing, they kept getting bumped back. I forget why. I think it had something to do with the Virginia class or other submarines that were more capable, more modern maybe, taking that slot. I want to say USS Baltimore, but it might have been a different one. It was a 688 for sure, though. Anyway, it was like 2022, like 4 years before she got into her maintenance period. So for like 4 years, she didn't go to sea. She wasn't allowed to. It wasn't safe. Yeah. I even did a video on that one. I might have done more than one. But even with my video on YouTube, nobody gave a damn.
117, helm aye.
Nobody cared. I was like, wow, I care. That's not right.
Con, helm.
I think I was the only one that cared, though. All right, we're going to go ahead and slow down. This is a good torpedo evasion.
Make turns for 0 knots. Maneuvering aye.
That's the torpedo right there that we're dodging.
Make turns for 5 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Let's see. Royal Naval failures to maintain and upkeep maintenance facilities is not a very obvious but very critical weakness. Okay. I think it's obvious to me probably because I don't want to say I work in that field, but I pay attention to that field. So I think it's apparent. So there's the Foxtrot. You know what we can do? We could probably race in on him. There's not much he can do about it. He's 11,000 yards away.
Come right to.
Let's come down here. Let's come to a flank bell.
Make turns for 3 knots.
So
Maneuvering aye.
30 knots, 9,000 yards, 10 minutes. We're going to hold this course for 10 minutes.
Con, helm, steady course.
I'm not as quick with the math as I used to be. I was never fast at it, to be honest with you. I got another one. Whoa! They definitely added extra caffeine to that. And it's all at the bottom. Holy crap. I got a headache. Instantly. Oof. Holy crap. I'm gonna have an aneurysm right on stream. This is gonna be awesome. I get all the clicks. Gonna be like, watch this streamer pass out. Okay. Like and subscribe. I gotta say that before I pass out.
Come right to 154, helm aye.
Anyway,
Con, helm.
someone
steady
says we have
course.
more admirals than ships. Really? We have a top-heavy problem as well in the Navy. We don't have more admirals than ships, but we do have we have a lot of admirals, a lot of flag officers, a lot of command qualified officers. Actually, having command qualified officers is a good problem to have, but there's a point at which that's not a good thing. Somebody said to watch that. Stop that. Yeah. Might be thinking USS Jefferson City. Yeah. I could have swore it started with a B, but my memory is so crap. I don't think I'm right. I am definitely right about the ship not being able to go to sea for more than 2 years, for sure. I know that. But I don't remember the name of the damn ship. I remember it was a 688, for sure. And it was like from 2017 to like 2024, 23. It was that time period. And I finally made a video on it like 2021, 2022. It should be on the Subbrief YouTube channel if you scroll way back in time. And it wasn't like the main topic. It would be one of the naval news videos, and then it would be like in the second half because it was like a footnote. I was like, and by the way, this is happening. Probably deserved its own video. Just a flob, okay. Yeah, some of you guys in chat would have a career as a comedian for sure. Yeah. It says, don't you just says, I was in the shipyard next to it. There were a lot of issues with it. Oh, do you know the ship we're talking about? Oh, you're talking about the Jefferson City, I think. I found a picture of the Missouri, submarine Missouri, passing and rendering honors to the Missouri. Oh, that's cool. So where, I know the Missouri is a museum ship now. I don't think it's in Missouri. What city has that ship as a museum? Is it in New York? I know Vulcan Rider's in the New York area, so, or, well, up in that area. I don't know if he's actually in New York. Oh, is it in Pearl Harbor? Missouri's the one in Pearl Harbor. Okay, cool. Oh, shoot. We need to, like, slow down? Has it been 10 minutes?
Turns for 10 knots.
Okay, I did not do the math right. What the hell? That was way off. My stopwatch. No! Okay, ooh, it works. Okay. My stopwatch almost stopped working. Does that mean it's working if it's stopped? Okay, I'm going to think about that for a minute. I'm not ready for that level of...
Make turns for 0 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Somewhere in this area is a foxtrot.
Make turns for 5 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Alright, let's clear our baffles.
Come left to 104.
See if we can
Helm
find
aye.
this chucklehead. The girl down there making all the noises right there.
Con
Yeah.
sonar regained contact.
Hey, we
on
got him.
Sierra 2, bearing 16.
Alright, so
Con maneuvering. Making turns for 5
we're going to get
knots.
steady on course. We'll give sonar 3 or 4 minutes to kind of classify him, kind of tighten up his solution a little bit, and then we'll conduct a deliberate torpedo attack from Tube 1 again. We're exercising the hell out of Tube 1. You should have kept the invincible aircraft carriers. Yeah, I kind of understand that sentiment, but having served on board ships before, submarines in my case, there's a lot of maintenance that goes on under the deck, literally, that may not have been feasible to keep the Invincible class operational. And I assume, because of the age of the ship alone, nothing else, that was probably a factor. Just too expensive to keep. Yeah. The Wisconsin is the battleship in Norfolk, Virginia.
Con,
Okay.
helm, steady course.
Does the game have a timer when you get new objectives? It does have timers behind the scenes. It doesn't. Pardon me. It doesn't ever tell the player what the time is. That's how we fail missions. Like the Oscar mission we tried to do. I searched for the Oscar up and down where the game told me it would be. Didn't find it. And so because we didn't find it, we failed that mission. That mission was on a timer. And the only way you know that time's up is when you get the message. Or you find him and you complete the mission. Oh, someone's saying if I do too many side missions, it will fail. Okay, that's possible. I intentionally don't look into games to like that level because I don't want to play the game like it's a
0 knots.
Excel
Maneuvering aye.
spreadsheet. I want to play the game
Con maneuvering. Making turns for
kind of organically
Come left to 090. Helm aye.
and not think about the timers, you know. I want to play this Los Angeles Class 688 in this environment as I would in reality. Sinking all the whales. All of them. They don't stand a chance.
Con, helm,
They don't even have
steady
weapons.
course.
It's so fun. It's so easy. All right. Well, we got everything but a range. Well, and a course. We don't have that either. But he's a diesel boat, so it doesn't matter what course he's on. The only thing that really matters is his range. All right, so we're going to shoot Tube 1. Let's go firing point procedures on CR2, the Foxtrot, bearing 173. Run to enable is going to be 5,000 yards. Let's see. Solution is set. Fence is set. Safeties are set. Ship is ready. Steady on course, 8 knots. Depth 880 feet. Speed 10 knots. Tube is ready. Sonar is ready. Shoot Tube 1.
Shoot Tube 1. Aye, sir.
Wire clearance maneuver is complete. We did fire from the disengaged side. So torpedo evasion will be this course at a flank bell. Jefferson City's been in port in Guam since June 21 for various maintenance repairs. Do you mean the year 2021 or literally June 21? Because being in port 6 months may be scheduled. It depends. Is there a maintenance facility in Guam? Because I thought the only maintenance facility was that tender, and then they decommissioned the tender, so it's not there anymore. But I haven't checked in on Guam in a long time, so I don't know what all is going on there. We got Minis. Says, Jive, it's been a long, happy to see you. Hello from EB, Electric Boat. Oh my gosh. I love you guys. You guys are doing great. Keep it up. Build more faster. We're going to need them soon. It says, I'm a guy who sent you the tape. I was going to ask that. Oh my God. I have used your tape, sir. It has helped a lot. Yeah. Sadly, I'm out of the tape. No need to send more. Please don't. I've moved. I don't live there anymore. So if you send tape to the old address, somebody else is getting really good tape. But I want you to know that, one, I held on to that tape for years just because I was like, my God, this is special. This is submarine tape, everybody. Electric boat tape. And then I ended up using it because we moved twice. And so if something was very precious, like, I don't know, this equipment here, I packed it up, sealed it with that, and then we used it for various other things. But thank you very much. I just want you to know that that did mean a lot to me because that brought back a lot of memories. One, EB green tape has a special smell. It doesn't smell good, but it reminded me of a lot of things. So, and it's great to see you again. I can't believe you found the channel again. That's awesome. Welcome back. Somebody, if we have a mod, can we make Minis a VIP on Twitch? I don't know if he's on Twitch. I don't know if he's on Twitch. We can make him a VIP. I would appreciate that. Oh, yeah, somebody finally brought it up. You're right. YouTube does not like the title. But that's pretty much where I'm at right now. Let's see. Death says, I'd sell myself for a big bottle of mid-90s vintage break-free CLP. Okay. I'm surprised the Foxtrot hasn't counterfired yet. What's going on? Is he just not paying attention? That's our weapon. I mean, is our shot...
Fire control. Weapon acquired.
Weapon acquired. Okay, that's good. Where the hell is he? He's right where we thought he was, according to the plot. Oh my God. Oh, we're in his baffles. Oh, this poor bastard.
Sierra 2 is classified as submerged submarine.
Yeah, a fully panicking submerged submarine. That was lucky. I didn't realize we were in his baffles. But hey, I'll take it when it happens, okay? Usually that's what happens to me, all right?
Fire control. Weapon acquired. Con, fire control. Weapon countermeasure homing.
Let's see. We got Squirrel in the chat. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Squirrel. Hal says, Jive playing Dot Mod right now. Just ran into two Charlies. Oh, wow. Hey, does Dot Mod have the new the Jive Turkey submarine? What mod do I need to install to get the Staying Alive submarine?
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing 188.
Yeah, that last noisemaker didn't save you, sir. It was a little too late. Unfortunately not. Oh no. Okay, I gotta find it. It's on playable subs. Okay, let me write that down because I couldn't find it the other day. And I was like, I know it's out there. I wasn't panicking. So I'm gonna look up what did Canada do and playable subs and more. Because We are going to be playing the Disco sub on this channel on Wednesdays. I'm not rushing to it because once we go there, we're not going back. It's going to be that forever. Okay, Kilo and Romeo gone. Excellent results. Yep, I know. I'm good. All right. We're going to kind of get up in this little hidey hole right here. This is like a little pit, a little deep area in the Barents Sea where we can hide. I'm also going to reload tube 1 while we're here. Let's make sure we are in the right spot. Enemy at sea replenishment tankers and tenders. From Archangel to northern Norwegian coast. That's what we're waiting on. Okay. So we are just north of the Norwegian coast here. I expect them to be right here where my cursor's at. And we're just going to drive down and get them as soon as we see them. Belgium overcome. Is Belgium the capital of Denmark? Quick, move on, quickly. Everybody in Europe is losing their shit right now. They're like, no, it's not, you American. Ooh. I don't know. We're between two fleets in shallow water. This might be very bad. Shit. Okay, I think. This might be bad. Hold on. We might have messed up. I think what we're going to do, we have 4 weapons. I'm going to take a chance. Okay, here's what we're going to do. This is going to be some risky business here. So it's probably a tender and an escort. Probably 2 ships. I'm going to shoot 1 missile at each. I'm going to have a decoy. We're going to start at 25,000 feet. Yards away, rather. Oh, we're at 600 feet? Oh, shit. Okay. We do have a layer. It says we have a layer. That might save us. The layer might save us. Okay, I'm going to stay at 25,000 yards, and hopefully we don't get detected.
Con, sonar, lost con.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
All right. What's the water column look like? How deep is this water? Oh my gosh, it's 700 feet, and we have a fantastic hiding spot at 400 feet. Yay us. We get to live. Everybody, we get to live.
Con, sonar, new contact bearing 167.
Let's classify these contacts.
1.
Also, I want to be going west. Well, let's not change course just yet. Hold on. Hold the ropes. Hold on. One of these guys is going to be the tender. One guy's
sonar, new contact bearing.
One guy's going to be the escort.
4-9 designated Sierra 2.
That's the escort. Oh my gosh, super easy.
Con, sonar, new contact
it's
bearing.
A Riga. I'm not even afraid of that.
8 designated Sierra.
What's this guy right
3.
here? That's probably the tender.
Con, sonar, lost contact. Sierra 3, last bearing 1.
That's a merchant.
9 contact faded.
This guy's probably a trawler. Could be a trawler here. That's it.
Con, sonar,
we found him.
Sierra 2 is classified as merchant.
Okay, so the Riga can't even shoot us. Like, I don't even know why they bother. Riga's like nothing. Let's get rid of that. Okay, we're going to come up periscope depth. We're going to shoot them rapidly with missiles. Easy day.
Make depth 4, 5, 8, dive.
I'm going to start moving away.
Helm left 2, 3, 0, 5. Helm I.
I'm just going to pop up. We're going to do a sweep with the radar. Whatever those ranges are, we're setting them into the Harpoon missiles and sending the missiles out there. This is going to be a battle approach, a battle scope excursion. That first merchant didn't line up? Yeah. The Riga is high. I know. I'm kind of glad we're going against a Riga because a Harpoon's a perfect weapon for that platform. High probability of hit and then kill because it's small. Has almost no point defense. It does have 1 gun. It might get super lucky. But I'd give us like a 95% chance of sinking the Riga immediately. And then the Dawn down here, because it's a supply ship, it probably has a lot of compartmentalization.
Con, sonar, new contact bearing 1, 4, 8.
All right.
Designated Sierra.
Let's figure out
6.
this new contact while we're coming to PD here.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 3, bearing 20.
Sierra 3
4.
might be close. I'm a
Con
little...
sonar new contact bearing
God.
2, 4, 8. Designated Sierra 7.
Uh-oh.
Con sonar new contact bearing
Oh,
1, 4.
that
4.
changes the
Designated
calculus
Sierra
a
8.
lot. Oh my god.
Con sonar Sierra
Oh my God.
5 is classified as escort.
We don't have enough weapons. Son of a bitch. Please be a trawler. Definitely a sub. I don't know. Are we at periscope depth yet? Yes. Okay. that's
Con
good.
sonar Sierra 4 is classified as merchant.
All right, raise
Raise
radar
the
mass,
radar
firing point
mass.
procedures, missile on Sierra 1.
Shoot 2-1. Aye, sir.
Con sonar master 6
Oh,
is
shit.
classified as escort.
Shoot 2-3.
All right,
Aye,
torpedo
sir.
evasion. Emergency D.
Make turns for
Con sonar, we are cavitating. Con sonar lost contact. Master 5. Last bearing 1, 2, 8. Contact is in the baffles.
Passing 100 feet.
Riga's dead. This is the supply ship, I think.
Passing 200 feet.
Yeah.
Con sonar lost contact.
All right,
Master
mission accomplished. Let's get the
300
hell
feet.
out of here.
Passing 400 feet. Passing 500 feet.
come left to 301 helm I.
Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
I'm so glad one weapon took care of that supply ship. I wasn't convinced that that was going to be enough. All right, we're reloading all the tubes with torpedoes now. Yeah, I saw the Krevac, yeah. I didn't shoot a missile at it because I might shoot it down. I wanted to at least accomplish the mission. Like, if the mission ends right now, we win. What the hell's that? The fuck is that? There's something behind us. It might be the Tango. I'm not convinced that's a submarine, but it lined up real close to one. So I just marked it sub and moved on to the next target. It didn't shoot a weapon at us. Oh, it's a sinking ship. That's what it is. Couldn't figure out what it was.
Con, torpedo room, tube 3 ready.
This is a good evasion. I'm so kind of
Con,
impressed with
maneuvering,
myself.
Making turns for.
I mean, I do good things, but this was really good. We're going to slow down. 'Cause I
turns
think,
for.
never
5.
mind. Let's just keep moving. Let's
Make
just keep...
turns for.
Oh, it's our
3,
speed. Oh, boy.
3 knots. Maneuvering I.
What do you say we just keep going? Someone's going to clip that. That's going to make me mad. No, we're about to find out the math. Math hard. Awesome. Yeah, we dodged it. Damn, I'm good.
Make turns for 5 knots. Maneuvering I.
So we do have 2 actives out there. It could be the Krevac and Riga. The bearing of the first active doesn't match with the Riga.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
I'm curious to see if our weapon finds a target. That sounds close. Oh, shit.
Con so
Right full rudder.
Make turns for 3
That's a
knots.
good shot.
Maneuvering I.
Who the hell did that? That's a
Con
submarine.
sonar lost
That's the
contact.
Tango.
Master 4. Last
What's our
bearing,
speed?
1,
Snapshot.
1.
Down the
Contact
bearing.
is in the baffles.
That's a defensive weapon. I don't care if it hits anything. I just want that Tango running away.
Come right to 051. Helm aye.
Con, fire.
Con, helm, steady course.
So my choices were fire a decoy or fire a counter shot, and I went with counter shot. The reason why I did that is the incoming weapon hasn't enabled yet.
Con,
So
torpedo room.
there's a
2-2
chance
ready.
that weapon would never see our decoy.
Come left to 327. Helm aye.
A lot of torpedoes in our baffles.
Con, helm, steady course.
All right, something exploded there. I'm trying to get him to cut the wire on this incoming weapon.
Con, maneuvering, making turns for 3 knots.
It's still coming right for us. How far away was he when he shot? 13,000 yards. That weapon probably has a range of 20.
Con, torpedo room. 2-1 ready.
So we still got to get 7,000 yards away from it.
Come right to 033. Helm aye.
Okay, looks like he did finally cut the wire because he's not steering it anymore.
Con, helm,
This is a good
steady
course. So Tango's doing torpedo evasion now on our shot. How many weapons do we have left? 7. Okay. Another explosion. I'm starting to think our torpedo that we shot down this direction didn't hit anything. I made sure that it enabled south of the Merchant so it wouldn't hit that. All right, this is a good evasion. Let's slow down and get ready to
Make turns
conduct
for.
like a deliberate attack.
Make turns for 0.
This Tango's going to hound us until
Maneuvering
we
aye.
sink it. And there's a helicopter up there.
Con,
Make turn. Make turns for 0 knots. Make turns
How
for
close is
5
that?
knots.
Ugh.
Maneuvering aye.
Yeah, let's just keep going a little bit.
Con, sonar regained contact on.
Shit.
Make turns for 3
Does he have
knots.
us?
Maneuvering aye.
That torpedo might have us.
Come right to 09.
This torpedo here might have
Helm
us.
aye. Con,
I might have slowed down a little too early.
Master 5. Last bearing 138. Contact faded. Con, sonar lost contact.
Okay,
Sierra
okay.
3. Last bearing
we're fine, we're fine.
183. Contact faded.
Make turns for 10. Make turns
Okay.
for 5 knots. Maneuvering aye.
So we have a Riga going active and a Krivak going active. Maybe the Tango too. Well, the Tango's dancing with my weapon right now. There he is. You could probably watch it. Yeah, that's our weapon.
Con,
This is
sonar
chasing somebody.
regained contact on. Master 4. Bearing
Chasing somebody.
155.
Might be chasing a countermeasure.
Con, sonar regained contact on. Master 5. Bearing 1.
Submarine's right there.
7.
Something's right where my red cursor is.
regained contact on. Master
All right, he's homing
6.
now.
Bearing 1.
Con, maneuvering. Making turns for 5
This might be a
knots.
ship, actually.
Con, sonar lost contact.
Oh, it was a
Sierra
kilo.
3. last bearing 182.
Alright, good
Contact
shot.
breaking up.
That was our defensive fire. That did that. Okay, so we still have to take out this Riga. Where's the Krivak at? Oh, hey, that's our shot. It still hasn't hit anything. Okay, I'll tell you what. We'll watch this for a few minutes. I bet you the Krivak's probably running away from this thing. I think that's what's happening right now. We'll catch up here.
Con sonar lost contact. Master 5. Last bearing.
How fast can a 688 turn a 45
Contact
degree at
faded.
flank? Oh my gosh. You would have to do the math. So you want to write these numbers down. 336 feet long. Displacing 6,800 tons. Going forward, what was your speed? It's already scrolled off. I don't see it anymore. We'll say 30 knots. You could do it with the math. You could figure it out. What is the turn circle of a 25 degree rudder on a 336 long foot? Is that feet? Yeah, feet. 336 foot long object at 30 knots if the object displaces 6,800 tons. Put all that into ChatGPT and it'll give you a turn radius. That's your answer. I don't understand why we can't see the Riga. Let's go above the layer and see if we can regain him. Like, we have his active sonar, and I've got a torpedo here ready for him.
Make depth 4 by
I'm going to come at periscope
855.
depth and just get a idea of what's happening up there. Apparently, this layer is working out to our benefit big time. It says it's a moderate layer, but it's acting like a very strong layer. Hear something. Not sure what it is.
Con sonar regained contact on Master 5. Bearing 137.
We're coming to PD. So what bearing am I going to look down? Oh, the Krivak. He might be close. So we want to look down bearing 170 and 120. 170, 120. So we're going to look 170 first, and then we're going to come left to 120, low power. And be ready to shoot. I got 2 weapons ready. The rig is so small, I might have to use a harpoon on it. All right, we're at 7.5 feet, coming to 5 feet.
Con sonar regained contact on Master 6. Bearing 168.
He might be close. Sonar says he's close.
Up scope.
There he is. That's the merchant. Let's go 120. 120 is right here. All right, let's do high power. I do not see
Down
him.
scope.
Yeah, he's not close. Okay. Whew. So we know he's not close, and he's down that bearing. Let's go ahead and go deep again. I don't like being up here.
Make turn. turns for
I used the
0.
wrong button.
Make turns for 5 knots. Maneuvering aye. Con, maneuvering.
That's a
Making
nice little
turns
sunrise
for
there.
5
Look at that.
knots.
Yeah, I'm gonna get back down below the layer, and we'll
Passing
conduct a deliberate
100 feet.
attack. I'm gonna let this merchant get a little bit farther out of the way too. Our periscope was detected by their radar, by the way, so they do have a position on us. So we're not gonna hang out here much longer.
Make turns for 10 knots. Maneuvering aye. Con, maneuvering. Making turns for 10 knots.
Okay.
Make turns for 15 knots. Maneuvering aye.
All right, we just went below the layer. We lost all
Con,
contact.
maneuvering.
Passing
They
400
probably
feet.
lost us as well. Oh, and here comes the torpedoes,
Make
folks.
turns for 20 knots. Make turns
I'll let
Con
that-
sonar, we are cavitating. Con sonar, lost contact. Master.
Passing
I'm gonna get down below the
500
cav curve here. Did not expect to cavitate at that depth, but
Con,
yes.
helm. Steady course.
feet. Passing.
Con sonar, no longer
Try not to
cavitating.
lawn dart this thing. There we go. All right, so we do have a maritime patrol aircraft overhead. It's a little more dangerous than a helicopter is.
Come left to 110. Helm aye.
Where are the wrecks at? So
Con,
the,
helm.
we
Steady
know the
course.
Krevac is in the direction of the wrecks. I'm going to send a torpedo shallow, kind of in that direction. There's a small chance that our torpedo gets sucked up on a wreck.
Come left to 075.
Torpedo
helm
over here
aye.
now. They dropped a torpedo on our sonar buoy, on their sonar buoy. Which that's, I don't know why they would
Con,
do that.
helm. Steady course.
Obviously the sonar buoy had us, I understand that. But they know that we're not at the sonar buoy. If anything, the sonar buoy should have gave them a direction of north. They should drop a torpedo along this green line. And that's kind of what I expected to happen. That's definitely a torpedo. What the hell? Okay. It's just out there circling. It's almost like the Krevac and Riga, they don't want to close.
Con, maneuvering.
Which is smart.
Making turns for 3 knots.
Let's let the airplane localize, and then they can assist in the attack after the airplane has us in a box. You know, I can see that happening. Let Davy Jones sort him out. Yeah, heck yeah. Now I'm curious. We didn't intend on streaming on Twitch in 2026, and matter of fact, this stream isn't on not Twitch. I'm sorry, Twitter. Wow, let me rephrase that. We're staying on Twitch. Twitter, also called X, Elon Musk's social media site. I'm curious as to what you guys think about that. Is it easier for you to watch the stream, say at work or something, if it's on your phone on Twitter, on X? Would you prefer that? Now, I know since everybody here is watching it on a different platform, I assume you're not at work today. I assume it's a holiday for most of you around the world. So, like if you were at work, would you be able to watch the stream on whatever you're on right now? YouTube, Rumble, whatever you're on. Oh, here comes the airplane. It's like you're trying to feed a baby. Here comes the airplane. Open up the hangar. Yum, yum. Oh, here we go.
Con sonar, torpedo in the water.
Oh,
Torpedo
shit,
in
that's
the
a
water.
good shot.
Bearing
Holy
2,
crap, dude.
5, 1.
That is a real good shot. That airplane had us dead to rights. Oh, that was Mark on top. Well played, sir. I'm going to go ahead and put some harpoons in the torpedo tubes, because we might have to depend on these to survive this.
Con, knuckle formed. Passing 600 feet.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
Passing 400 feet. Passing 300 feet. Passing 200 feet.
This is where we'll see if that layer traps the torpedo below it or not. Oh my god, it did.
Con, torpedo room, tube 2 ready.
Oh my god, that layer just
Main
saved our
turn,
bacon.
Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
Alright.
Come left to 096.
Let's go to periscope
Helm
depth
aye.
since we're here. I'm gonna put a missile on this freaking Krevac. I think he finally got close. What's his
Con
bearing?
sonar regained contact on. Master
195.
7, bearing 2,
Okay.
3, 9.
195. You know what? We're
Con
just gonna,
sonar regained contact on. Master 4, bearing 2, 3, 3.
Con, helm, steady course.
Con sonar regained contact on.
That's
Master
not
5,
good.
bearing 1.
Raise the radar mast.
oh boy. Oh fuck.
Con sonar.
Yeah, that's bad.
Damaged.
Con, maneuvering, making turns for 5 knots.
Shoot 2-1.
Torpedo evasion and emergency D.
Con sonar, we are
We are
cavitating.
messed up. Oh Jesus. Okay.
Damage control parties. Lay to the control room.
We are messed up, boys. That was a really
Passing
good
100 feet.
hell of a time for that plane to come back. Oh wow.
Con, fire control.
Con sonar.
Passing 200 feet.
Listen.
Passing 300 feet.
We got as long as we got propulsion, we're gonna be fine.
Passing 400 feet.
Con sonar lost contact.
Are we
Master.
below the layer? It's below that
500
layer.
feet.
Here we are.
Con, knuckle formed.
Oof.
Con
Very
sonar,
lucky.
no longer cavitating.
He did not drop a torpedo on that last pass. Alright, a little bit of flooding. Not a problem. I'm gonna get the crew on that here in just a second. I'm gonna see if we can maintain depth at this speed. That answer is no. We're sinking out. Alright, let's level off again, see if we can maintain depth. The fire control system is fried. Alright, I'm gonna have to do a 5-degree up. Let's see, but the 5-degree up
Con,
bubble,
torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
we can actually maintain depth. Okay, we're good. Alright, so
Con,
the flooding is
maneuvering,
not so
making
bad. As
turns
long as the
for
flooding doesn't
3,
spread, we're going to be
3
fine.
knots.
I have to maintain the speed, which is what I want to do anyway. And it's just down to a damage control to start pumping the water off the boat.
Come left to 359. Helm aye.
Alright, so we got the Riga. We have a torpedo going towards the Krevac. Whether we kill the Krevac or not doesn't mean anything to me.
Con, helm, steady course.
Fire control's almost back online. Got a few minutes here. Here, I'll take it. Right there, you can see the damage control screen. You see fire control's red. There's a little progress bar that's going down on it, right to left. That's what we're watching. That's what we're watching. Yeah, okay.
On. Fire control has been repaired.
Yay! Now get on that flooding.
Con, torpedo
Damage control parties. Lay to the reactor space.
So now I've moved the damage control party, that's the little wrench, over to the reactor. We're going to start dewatering the boat.
Come left to 299, helm aye.
Okay. Just a matter of managing the ballast right
Passing
now.
600 feet.
We're super heavy because of the flooding. Uh-oh. I hear him. He's coming back. Let's see what he drops on us this time. Ooh. That is depth charges. There they are. They're over there. Okay, not a problem. That's our weapon pinging. We are sinking out again.
Come right to 000, helm aye.
Might be too deep to pump the water
helm,
off.
steady course.
Yeah, it looks like that's the case. All right, so we're not going to get the water off until we come up to periscope depth, it looks like. I hear the plane behind us.
Passing 600 feet.
Oof, that's a really good course. If he dropped bombs, I'm turning away from him. Okay, he might have just dropped a sonar buoy. Not sure what it was. He saw our turn to the north. I'm surprised that he saw that. So our speed is kind of like acting as an airplane, and we're lifting the heavy submarine up.
Passing 600 feet.
Which means if I slow down, we're going to have more of an up angle. I really want to slow down because he's tracking us because we're going so fast. But we're going so fast because we have all this extra water on board. Oh, that's a really good...
Knuckle formed.
He just drove right in front of us, so I'm turning away.
600 feet.
Because there might be depth charges coming down here.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
Oh, we're cavitating. Let's go ahead and slow down. Let's try slowing down a little bit.
Make turns for.
Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
Let's see what this thing feels like when she's only doing 20 knots. Eventually, we want to slow down to about 15. I'm still below the layer. That's what matters.
Con maneuvering, making turns for 20 knots.
All right, so I'm able to maintain depth here at 20 knots. That's good. All right, so you can see our trend, and his sonar buoys are following northwest. I want to not do that. So we're going to start going northeast. Problem with going northeast is there's another fleet to the north of our position that we don't want to run into. Oh, wow. Okay, so we're not going to be able to escape until we stop the flooding. All right, let's see if we can get up to periscope depth.
Make depth 4, 5,
Never mind,
8,
stay
dive
on course. The airplane just came back. I thought he was gone. Okay, he's behind us. That's fine. Yeah, he just dropped some depth charges behind us. That was a fourth one. Oh, and a sonar buoy. That's interesting. Depth charges and a sonar buoy. Whoa.
Passing 600 feet.
realize that we were sinking out pretty bad right there. Yeah, staying at 20 knots may not be the answer. I was hoping we could maybe sneak away, but that's not really working. Even though we are below the layer. He seems to know every one of our course changes. Let's see. We'll stay on this course and see if he comes back again in front of us. Do you see how much of an up angle I have now? That's because I slowed down. Let's see, where's that layer at? I'm going to try and get up right under the layer in that shadow zone. Shadow zone should be right around
500 feet.
Yeah, the shadow zone should be around 400 feet, so I'm still coming up to it. I'm gonna plane out. 20 knots in the shadow zone might be the answer. Eventually I have to fix this flooding, which means I need to come shallow. But I'm not doing that with the damn plane up there.
Passing 400 feet.
Okay, we're going to level out here. All right, it's been a while since we've seen the airplane. This might be our opportunity to fix the flooding. All right, let's come up periscope depth and fix the flooding.
5 feet, dive high.
Yeah, I brought that back up on the screen so you guys can see. We have flooding in the reactor compartment. Keeping the reactor extra cool, that's kind of nice. Water should start coming off around 200
Con
feet.
sonar, we are cavitating.
Oh, let's slow down a little bit. A little burst cavitation,
Con
not a
sonar,
big deal.
no longer cavitating.
Not a big deal. I think
Con
the airplane.
maneuvering.
I think the airplane is
Making
swapping
turns
out. The airplane
forward.
will come
1,
back.
5 knots.
It'll be a different one with new weapons and sonar buoys and all that. We're still coming up. I'm trying to keep the speed up so that we can get shallow faster.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
All right, slowing down again to 10
Con
knots.
sonar, no longer cavitating.
All right, now the water's coming off finally. So
Con maneuvering.
we
Making
began
turns
dewatering
forward.
around 200
1,
feet.
0 knots.
all right, we're at 170 feet coming up very slowly. As long as there's no airplane, we're going to survive. We'll be able to get out of this one. I'm afraid we're going to go right into another fight with that, with those ships coming down from the north. How many weapons, how many harpoons do we have? 1, and it's loaded. So that's good. As soon as this water goes away, I'm going to try and end the mission. Yeah, the reactor team can take their scuba gear off now. That's right.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
All right, we're going to go ahead and slow down to 5
Make
knots.
turns forward. 5.
Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
Done everything I can to get our butt back up to the
Con
surface.
sonar, regained contact on. Master, 7.
Short of emergency
bearing,
blowing.
1,
We could emergency
9,
blow, but that'd be
4.
the same as surrendering at this point. We don't want
Con
to do that.
sonar, regained contact on. Master, 5.
All right, the
bearing,
water's
1,
almost off the
7,
ship.
0.
Very close. Notice the
Con
shallower you get, the
maneuvering.
faster it
Making
goes
turns
off.
forward. 5 knots.
All right, that's it. Let's see if we can end this. Yay, we can. Okay, so we took advantage of the turnover on airplanes. They took too long. We were able to escape. And so did the Krivak. That weapon we shot down that bearing didn't ever hit him. I think it turned him around so that we could end the mission. I think it was still effective, even though we didn't get a hit. All right, let's get the hell out of here if it lets us. Like I said, we might immediately go back into combat. Hey, we got a comm. Yay. This is the green boy. Oh, what's this? Soviet subs retreat. They're falling back. Oh, okay. Return to Scotland for repairs. Who told the Admiral? Come on, guys. Is nothing sacred anymore? Somebody told him we needed repairs. Run away. Run away from that ship. Yeah. Thank God propulsion still works, right? Yeah. Let's get the hell away from the coast. He thinks we're going down the coastline. We are not. We're heading to the North Atlantic and then south. Look at all those targets up there. Oh, we're going to go eat. We're going to feast on them. All right, 181,000 tons. Pretty good, pretty good. Yeah. And, oh no, tankers and tenders again? Greenland Sea, hallelujah. Hold on, Greenland doesn't get a C. Oh, no. All right, we're going to find out where that is, and we're going to change the map. Yeah, that's not right. You don't get a C. No. All right, rearm. Let's rearm. Let's do that. Let's bring this up so you guys can see the rearming screen. We still have our 2 Mosses that we never shot. I'll take a couple of harpoons, a couple TASMs, and a lot of torpedoes. All right, yeah, that's fine. Let's go. Let's go back to sea. Oh, I want that photo. We got to figure out how to get these photos. That is amazing. That's one of those tornadoes. The tornado is a really good idea, and I love the pilots that fly them are brave as hell. And we found out in Desert Storm 1, 1991, the idea just didn't work. We thought speed was armor, speed was life. We built the F-111 around that theory. They built the tornado. We started doing tornado missions on day 1 of the air war, and we were losing planes and pilots. And we were like, well, that's unnecessary. We shouldn't lose a single plane or pilot to this. Clearly the tactic didn't work. So we went back above 20,000 feet and started bombing them like it was Vietnam all over again. And that worked just fine. So I'm all for the tornado. I wish it worked, but it doesn't. To be fair, we built the B-1 and the F-111 around the same idea. Low and fast would survive. It didn't work. Look, if the Iraqis can shoot you down, it doesn't work. Hey, there's the Greenland Sea. Listen, that's so far up north. Greenland can have that. That's fine. I'm not changing the map for that. That's by Spitsbergen. Nobody even knows what Spitsbergen is. People in Spitsbergen, all they know is they got pretty skylights in the springtime. Oh, yeah, let's do it. Oh, this is so good. We got them dead to rights, boys. 150 feet creeping up on them. We got 15,000. You know what? I may not even use a missile. We have 5 plus 2. That's 7, right? Math. We have 7 missiles for the whole deployment. I'm not going to spend a single one on these chuckleheads. So we expect to see a submarine tender, an escort for the submarine. Probably not a Riga this far out. This far out would be a Krivac. Probably not a lot of air support, which would be nice. Let's do that. There's no thermal air to save us this time, but we do have deep water. I'm just going to stay deep and chuck Mark 48s at them. The Krivac will have a helicopter. That's a fair point. Good job, chat. Way to burst my bubble. I'm kind of sick of airplanes right now.
Ship for ultra quiet.
Because that last airplane kicked our butt. We're very lucky, actually, that bomb run didn't sink us.
Sonar new contact bearing 278. Designated Sierra.
The
2.
Big Beast store is up there. What are you guys talking about? Armor is speed, speed is
new
life.
Contact bearing 295. Designated Sierra.
I really
3.
want the idea of the tornado to work because it sounds great. Like I hope they add the tornado to like DCS so you can do those types of profile missions. That would be amazing. I still won't play it, by the way. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. I'll watch someone else do it, though. What the hell is this thing? Oh.
Con sonar, Sierra 3 is classified as merchant.
All right. So we found the merchant. That's that. That's the sub tender. Words fail me. Agree.
Con sonar, Sierra 1 is classified as escort.
This would be the submarine if there's going to be one. Grisha's not a threat at all. Just keep the Grisha
Con
outside.
sonar, Sierra
6,000
2
yards.
is classified as escort.
Damn it. I'm trying to get to my submarine. I'm watching something on the water. All right. We really should get down. So let's go 5 degree down. How far away is sonar? Sonar thinks they're 18,000 yards away. That's fair. Shoot. All right. I'm tired. Let's just go ahead and put some weapons on him.
Shoot 2-1. Aye, sir.
I'm just going to do this.
Shoot 2-2. Aye, sir.
Speed up to 10 knots.
Make turns for 1.
We're kind of
0
doing a covert
knots.
evasion here. This is a
Maneuvering
torpedo evasion. It's
Con
just very
maneuvering.
slow.
Make-
Passing 200 feet.
I'm trying to get down to the bottom there. Total water depth is 2,000 feet. There will be counterfire.
Passing 300 feet.
We don't know where the the Cashin's my concern. He'll counterfire on us at about 6,000 yards in front of him, a torpedo. He's launching the helicopter right now if he hasn't already launched it. So once we get the escorts out of the way, the trawler, the
Passing
tenders is sitting
400
down.
feet.
I'm not worried about him at all. He's not going anywhere. He's not getting away. Someone says the tornado did work. No. Tell that to all the tornado planes that got shot down over Iraq. I don't think it worked at all.
Passing 500 feet.
I guess it depends on what your definition of working is. You could argue that. That's fair. Oh, that's awesome. They counterfired on Torpedo 1. That's going to work out for us, I think.
Passing 600 feet.
All right, Tube 1. Let's go ahead and lock him up. The Grisha's not very fast. That torpedo should catch right up to him. Oh, damn, that's a really good shot.
Passing 700 feet.
I'm starting to think the game might be cheating a little bit. All right, left 10 degrees rudder. Good Lord. This shot here has no business being as good as it is. These shots make sense.
Passing
That's where he thought
800
we
feet.
was. We were where we were going. We're going to level out here at about 900 feet. Hey, the Grisha's turning around like a moron.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Yay. Oh, that Cashin, man, he's moving.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 2,
All right.
7.
Cut the wires, post-launch the
Main
tubes. Get out of
turns
here.
4, 3, 3
Let's get
knots.
outta here.
Maneuvering aye.
Come left 2, 1, 3, 1. Helm aye.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Con sonar, lost contact. Sierra 1, last bearing 3, 3,
Oh,
5.
yeah, I
Contact
heard
is in
about
the baffles.
India,
Con sonar,
building
lost
their,
contact.
S5.
Sierra 3, last
the ballistic
bearing
missile
2,
submarine.
9. Con, helm, steady course.
I had an opportunity to. I sat down for about 2 hours with an Indian engineer
Come right 2.
back in
1,
October,
5, 9.
and he was
Helm
telling me
aye.
things that I'm sure he wasn't supposed to be telling me. He was so drunk. Yeah, he was inebriated,
Con, helm,
and he was telling
steady
me
course.
all the plans that India has, all the projects they're working on. Yeah, I was like, ooh. Now I didn't want to stop the man because it was an opportunity for me to collect some intelligence, but yeah. He also said some very funny stuff, and I'll tell you this part. He is convinced, and he has
lost
receipts.
Contact. Sierra 2. Last
He was very
bearing, 2,
convinced
7,
that
4. Contact
that we did
breaking
not
up.
go to the moon in 1969. He is extremely convinced of that, and he was telling me about how it was impossible, and it just didn't make any sense. That there wasn't enough energy in that Saturn rocket to begin with. There's no way we even could have got there physically. This is the guy designing their submarines, okay? This is the guy designing the ballistic missile submarines, aircraft. Yeah. Yeah, I talked to him. He's a
Con,
nut.
torpedo room.
He's an
2-1
absolute
ready.
nut, but I loved him. He's the nicest
Con,
man.
maneuvering. Making turns
I'm not saying a
4,
bad
3,
thing about this
3
guy,
knots.
other than he's crazy as hell. Well, he was drunk, so I can't even say he's crazy. He was funny, though. Oh, that was so good. That was like the best night of my trip. I was like, I just want to take you home with me. I was like, have you ever heard of Michigan? Would you like to come to Michigan? Because I could put that man on a webcam and we'd make $1 bajillion. We'd call it, the channel would be called Debunk. And we'd debunk all the myths with engineering science. Because he has the math skills. And I have a good gift for gab. I can talk. Oh, God, that was a special night. I did not want that night to end. Yeah. His wife, who I don't think was drinking at all, finally pulled him away from me. And I was like, please don't take my fun away. He's a good man. I'll probably never see him again, but man, he was good.
Con, torpedo room. 2-2 ready.
I was taking notes like a motherfucker, too. I was like, oh. What pressure you run that at? I got temperatures, I got pressures, I got everything. Well, we're kind of in a pickle here because we're between 2 waves of torpedoes. There's one going down our starboard side eventually, and one going down our port side eventually. So we can't really turn either direction. I just got to keep going this way, which is the wrong way. I want to go the other way. That's the one going down our port side. I could probably turn in behind that one. Let's try that.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 1, bearing 336.
Oh shit. Oh, we have fucked up. Okay. That's a little bit early for the turn, my friend.
Come right 2, 1, 1, 2. Helm aye.
Damn it. Yeah,
Come
there's
right
not
2,
quite enough
1,
separation
2, 0.
between
Helm aye.
that torpedo and that torpedo. There's going to be a gap. I'm going to shoot that
Con,
gap
helm,
in just a second.
steady course.
Anyway, yeah, really good dude. Highlight of my trip, meeting that man. He initiated the conversation. The way I got to know him, I didn't know this man from anything. His first line to me was like, "You don't believe in the moon landing, do you?" Imagine that with an Indian accent, about 4 whiskeys in, and he weighs maybe 90 pounds. Yeah. I was like, oh? My boring night turned around at that moment. I was like, this is so good. So, sir, tell me, what do you do? And he's like an engineer.
Come left 2.
I think it was an aeronautics
318,
engineer for
Helm
India.
I.
But he was like the lead guy. I was meeting CEOs that night. I was meeting head honchos that night. And that guy came onto my radar. And I just want to spend all night with him. And I did until his wife took him away. His wife finally was like, enough. They had like a 20-hour flight or something crazy. Yeah. It was. I don't blame him. After a long-ass flight, I'm surprised he even came to the event. Like, after a 20-hour flight, all I want to do is lay in my hotel room for 20 hours and sleep.
Con, helm, steady course.
He wanted to go drinking.
Come right 2. 3,
And I'm glad he did,
6,
man.
Helm
That was
I.
awesome.
Con, helm, steady course.
Yeah, he's a conspiracy theorist. I guess so. Yeah, he falls in that category. But he wasn't like crazy conspiracy. He was like, I did the math, and this doesn't make sense. And he's he designs airplanes and radars and those types of things. Like, he is an engineer. He's really smart. So, I gave him a lot of credit, even though just to be clear, I think we went to the moon in 1969. Okay, I believe.
Come left 2, 3, 1, 4.
But I do like
I.
hearing other people's opinions,
Con,
especially if they differ than
steady
mine,
course.
just to help me understand why they think that way. And I think the whiskey had a lot to do with it, yeah. His blood alcohol level was high. All right, so we split the weapons.
Make turns for 5.
We're going to
knots,
regain.
Maneuvering I. Make
Try to
turns
regain.
for 1.
Let's come on to
0
periscope depth. I don't even hear a
maneuvering I.
helicopter.
Make depth
Like, this
4,
might be the
5
easiest
feet,
mission
dive
ever.
high.
I can throw this harpoon at this guy and win. And at this range, I might just do that because he's a long ways away. Yeah. I said I wouldn't use a harpoon, but this is kind of an exception to the rule here. Do you believe we put a...
Con,
Did you go to the moon on a
making
submarine?
turns for 1, 0
Oh my gosh.
knots.
Oh, hey! Happy New Year from CZ. Is that Czech Republic? Where's CZ at? Anyway, Happy New Year, Lysar. Thank you. Considering all the NASA shuttles and rockets I've seen take off, you're a believer. They're different. You can tell by watching them. That's true. Rocket fuel is lots of different grades. Like, I'm not a rocket scientist, so I can't really tell you, but you can make bad rocket fuel with not much power, and you can make good rocket fuel with a whole lot of power. So it really depends on what kind of rocket fuel they made, right? If you want to know the energy.
Make
Listen
turns
to me
for
talk science.
5. Make turns for 1.
The point is, we
0
went to the flippin'
knots,
moon,
Maneuvering
and
I.
if you don't believe it, that's fine. I don't care. Just tell me about it if I'm at a boring event and I need some entertainment for about 2 hours. I will listen to you. And I'll keep it secret for like 2 months. And I won't share your name with anybody ever.
Make turns for 5 knots.
It was-
Maneuvering I.
He saved that evening is what he did. Man's a hero.
Make depth 4, 5 feet, dive high.
It's a shame, too, because the music was so loud, nobody else could hear our conversation, which kind of worked to my benefit.
Con,
But
maneuvering,
I was
making
there
turns
with
for
someone
5
else,
knots.
and I had to act as translator to say, we didn't go to the moon. Boo, 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 all this music, and I'm listening. We didn't have enough energy in the rocket. You know, that was the conversation I had between 3 people. It was crazy. So what we're going to do is we're going to raise this radar mast. I think.
Raise the radar mast.
There we go. It didn't want to let me do it. Okay, let's get that weapon ready.
At 4, 5 feet,
How
dive
far away is
high.
that dumb ship? That's not a range. Come on. Yeah, it is. Okay, it is a range.
Shoot 2-3. Aye, sir.
All right, there might be a helicopter, so we're going to
Make
do
turns
torpedo
for
evasion.
Con sonar. We are cavitating.
Change
Come right
course.
2, 3, 5, 7. Helm I.
Passing 100 feet.
We'll watch the rocket, cruise missile, whatever you want to call it. That's not too
Passing
loud, is
200
it?
feet.
It's kind of loud. Sorry.
Con
Yeah,
sonar
turn down.
lost contact.
Turn down.
Master.
Passing 300 feet. Passing 400 feet.
If this doesn't work, we're going to have to go get them, and I don't want to do that.
Passing 500 feet. Passing.
Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
Passing 700 feet.
Yeah, I do want to say that he's a really good dude again. Like, I don't think that this will ever get back to him that I said this, so, and none of you know who I'm talking about, but I would never speak. Oh, no. Stay off the water. What are you doing? Oh, my God.
Master 3.
Oh, he hit the ship.
Bearing
Okay.
2,
Thank
9,
God.
8. Contact breaking up.
I didn't expect the ship to be that close. Okay, here's what a subtender looks like. This is one of them. This is like the...
Con, torpedo room.
This is the
2,
military
3 ready.
one. It's almost like they just converted an old cruiser hull to be like a cargo ship with guns. I don't even see a crane. It should have a crane on it somewhere. Oh, there it is. I blew it up. The crane's on fire. Pardon me. Oh, great. I got something in my throat. That's not good. Pardon me 1 second. Clearing out the lungs. That's all that was. Oof. Okay, we're good. I'm joking. Spetsnaz commandos will land from a submarine in the vicinity of Oslo. Well, tell the city of Oslo. Don't tell me. What am I going to do? Sucks for them. Are they even in NATO? Okay, they probably are, actually. Shit. Fine. We'll do it. We'll take care of it. We'll take care of it. I just made a lot of people mad. Listen, it's all jokes here, folks. Calm down. We're going to get them as they come by us. We're going to sit here like a diesel boat and get them. Oslo's way the hell down there. I'm not going down there. It's a long way. I'm trying to keep the miles down on the submarine, so when I turn it in, I get a good refund. I'm gonna turn this in, make it a Seawolf. Hey, Happy New Year there, Tech. Thank you. It's the Swedish neutrals. Yeah. Oslo's in Norway, isn't it? Okay, fine, Norway. Norway's like the high maintenance girlfriend of NATO, right? I do. You know what? I shouldn't talk shit because their maritime patrol squadron up there in like Trondheim, way up north. Those guys are cool as hell, and they actually reached out to me a couple years ago, asked me to do like a, hi, it's me, sub brief, that type of thing, for their Christmas party. And I was like, yeah, I'll do that. That's fine. I did that for it was like 2023 or something like that, and so I kind of feel bad talking shit about them, but I talk a little bit of shit. They're actually really good dudes. We got a very strong layer at 198 feet. We're looking for a diesel boat. That's going to work in their favor. We're at periscope depth. What's the bearing? 112. This may be the only bearing we get. I'm going to close to 10,000 yards. Being a diesel boat, I don't want this guy getting away. Getting away as in disappearing. He's not going to outrun us, but he's quiet.
Con sonar, new contact bearing 13.
Oh, do you think he's got an escort?
Sierra 2.
I think this is 2 submarines, maybe. Maybe. It might be.
Con sonar.
All right, that's a
Sierra
Foxtrot. Who's
1
this guy?
is
This would be the
classified
Kilo.
as submerged submarine.
It might be a Kilo. Let's check Kilo. It could be 2
Con sonar, new
Foxtrots.
contact bearing 076.
I don't think it would be 2
Designated Sierra
Foxtrots.
3.
I think it's a Kilo. Oh. Apparently it is. That doesn't really line up.
Con sonar Sierra 2 is classified
3
as
submarines?
submerged submarine.
Oh my god, it might be 3
Con sonar
submarines.
Sierra 3 is classified as submerged submarine.
So of the 3 submarines that we have, the one that's carrying the special forces is going to be the Whiskey. And then the Foxtrots would be the escorts. This is good. This is a good mission because now it's 3-on-1. All right, so what we want to do, I kind of want to get below the layer. Foxtrot's going that way. We like the odds. I know, right? Yeah, this is good odds. This Foxtrot might be a surface ship. I didn't bother checking surface ships. I just checked submarines. So I'm going to re-verify him. Let's come south. I don't want whiskey in the... What's his bearing? So 072. Let's add 100 to that. So 17. Let's come to 170. Put him on the edge of our baffles.
Come right to 170.
We also want to come down. We're going to flood a couple 10,000 on board here. Little 10 degree down. I'm getting below the layer. I want to see if we lose contact.
Passing 100 feet.
I think we'll lose the whiskey around 200 feet. That means he'll be above the layer if we do.
Passing 200 feet.
Wow, he's close.
On helm, steady course.
He's close. Okay. This might be a problem.
Passing 300
I did say to begin the mission at 10,000, so he's going to be inside that. He also might be below the layer. He's probably trying to hide in the shadow zone. That would make sense. How far away is... Oh, he's 17,000 yards. Foxtrot's toast. I'm not going to let him get within 10.
Passing 500 feet.
Let's get down to 800 feet and level out. Let's go ahead and dial that in here for the dive, so I don't have to micromanage it.
Make depth 800.
We're going to stay slow the whole time. Alonzo, Happy New Year. Lots of Happy New Years in the chat. I appreciate that. Holy crap. You guys have been giving away a lot of subs. I just looked at the sub count. We have a lot more than we had a minute ago. Whiskey Kilo Tango, thank you for the sub. Aw Thinker, thank you for the sub. Oh, that was a streak. Sorry. I think you're a sub too. I don't know. Red Devil resubbed again. Thank you. I'm sorry I missed those. I was probably telling stories or something silly. All right, so yeah, the whiskey's coming right for us. She's going to be super slow. I'm talking like 3 knots. Well, she's transiting, probably 8 knots. That's probably the best she can do. I really think we shoot them both. There's enough bearing separation between these two that we could do that. We're steady on depth, I think. Why are we still going down, Dive? What the fuck? Okay, he's trying to bring it back up. Okay. Our dive is not very experienced. He's very slow. His uniform probably doesn't fit very well either, if you know what I mean. All right, so whiskey's probably 5,000 yards, so I'll enable this at 3. I think he's closer than the Foxtrot is, so we're going to shoot him first.
Shoot 2-2. Aye,
See how he went active right away? He heard the shot.
Con sonar, launch transit.
Foxtrot did not hear the
Sierra
shot.
3.
So I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Fire control, we've lost the wire.
And we're going to go immediately torpedo evasion. This guy is very close to us.
Make turns for 3 knots. Maneuvering eye.
Con, dive at 800 feet. Dive aye.
Yeah, let's get that decoy ready. We might actually use the decoy on this mission.
Fire control, we've lost the wire.
Yep.
Con sonar, Sierra 3 is classified as submerged submarine.
We're waiting for our weapon to enable, this one right here.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing
Good.
058.
All right, let's reverse course.
Con, knuckle formed.
So he just cut the wire to his own weapon. That's why I waited till now to avoid it. It's going to keep going off to the south. We're going to head back to the north. Oh, he steered it. Oh, shit. He didn't cut the wire. Well, shoot. It's still fine. He'll cut the wire whenever we sink him.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 06.
All right, that wire's cut now.
Knuckle formed.
Head back to the south.
Con, maneuvering, making turns for 3.
Notice how the torpedo keeps going to the north. Okay. That's how you do that. Make the wild turkey run off. I think my days of running half marathons and stuff are over. Yeah. My knees are shot. If I were to do something like that, I would replace my knees first, go through that rehab, and then try to run again. But until I do something like that, I'm not running. Oh, shit. Look at this. He sent a whole wall of torpedoes at us because he's a madman.
Come left to 1.
Look at that.
0. Helm I.
We're going to get south of this weapon and then turn into him. The concept of a glide torpedo is pretty sweet. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I've not heard of a glide torpedo. I've heard of a glide missile because that's how the American hypersonic missile is a glide vehicle. It's like this. It's very rounded. Imagine the B-2 bomber without the jagged edge on the back, the missing pixels. It's very round and flat, round flat. Like a frisbee. It looks like a frisbee. Yeah. Because we just yeet that thing at 1 billion miles an hour, and then it frisbees the rest of the way to the target. I wonder if it's based on the frisbee. That would be hilarious. It's kind of what it looks like. It's like a UFO. Like a 1950s UFO. That's the American hypersonic missile. The payload part. Yeah. I should probably shut up. I don't know how much of that's public. It's pretty cool, though. We're putting them on the Zumwalts. We're putting them on the Virginia. The Virginia's going to be able to launch those bad boys. I'm turning into the Indian drunk guy. Yeah, we can't have that. We want a long and successful 2026 streaming career. Don't think for a moment they won't shut this shit down in a heartbeat. They will. Yeah.
Con, fire control, weapon countermeasure homing.
Oh my god, if I get a hit on that Foxtrot, I'm taking full credit for it.
074.
I yeeted that weapon in the general vicinity of that boy. Like I dialed in the zip code into fire control and launched it. Yeah. I'm like, Amazon Express this right over to Sierra 1. If we end up getting the kill, we're going to give all credit to Lockheed Martin. Who builds the seeker head for the ad cap? I think it's still Lockheed. There's a chance it's RTX that actually does the seeker head. Yeah. But I'm gonna give credit to Lockheed until I know different. Yeah, this is nuts. We're going to turn into him.
Come left to 08.
I'm trying to figure out where he's like over here somewhere. I want to see the explosion. Show me the mushroom cloud. Yeah.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 070. Con helm, steady course.
He's still dodging. Our torpedo's still chasing that guy. Yeah. Go ahead and reload our tubes while we're here. So I don't think CR2 is a Foxtrot because he didn't do any active sonar. He hasn't shot. This guy's definitely like a trawler. Oh, we got him.
Last bearing, 0.
Take that,
7,
communism.
0. Contact breaking up.
Another victory for the capitalist dogs. Yeah, that's right. Explosions. There we go. Explosions. All right, I'm going to take a chance. Let's see if this last one was a contact. It was not. Okay. Let's leave combat here. Yeah, Kilo and Foxtrot. That third guy, it was probably a trawler, honestly. I think I misclassified him. Excellent performance. You're darn tootin'. We got the Spetsnaz, guys, before they could get to Oslo. I better be seeing a nice little gift card in the mail next Christmas, Oslo. Little thank you note. Red sub sunk. All right, fine. Intelligence has discerned a pattern of movements of replenishment tankers and tenders. Oh, where are we going now? Archangel to Norwegian Sea. I like that. I'm down with that. Hell yeah. Question is how many missiles do we want to put in the tubes? Because we have 13 torpedoes and we have 6 missiles. So let's stick with the torpedo attack. There we go. I'm going to hold on to these missiles. I'm hoping they give us another fleet to attack, because the best way to take out a fleet is to fire as many missiles as you can at the escorts and then go in with the Mark 48 and sink the heavy. I'm kind of holding on to my missiles in case that happens again, because that's where you get your tonnage, is when you're sinking the Kuznetsov, the Kiev, the Moskva, the Kirov. Those are the 4 ships that you want to get. We just haven't got that mission yet. All right, so we're going to head to the Norwegian Sea. We're going to have to call up the navigator, figure out where that's at. And then we're going to find this tender. Is that him right there? Did they not give me any time to do this? Uh-oh. Netherlands falls to the communist. I'm going to shut my mouth. Okay. Soviets invaded. Devastating campaign. Netherlands. Government is dissolved. Fine. Rock, paper, scissor environment. Yeah, whatever. Where's my tender at? Is that the tender right there? That's a little bit early to be the tender. There's communism everywhere. This is way too much communism. Oh no. Uh-oh. All right. This is a submarine encounter. Bearing 348. We have a weak thermal layer at 200 feet. Because he's out here by himself on patrol, I think it's an Akula. I think it's going to be a type 6. Yeah, type 6. 15,000 yards. Yeah, 15,000 yards, add cap attack. We're at periscope depth. We're going to make our final report that we did get contact. Let the Admiral know. And we're going to bring his boat home nice and shiny and new for lots of medals in just a minute.
Quiet.
All right, let's pull up the sonar screen here. And let's, he's off to our north. Let's check immediately for Akula. Type 6. Wow.
Con sonar.
No
Sierra
way is this a
1
Foxtrot.
is classified as
What's
submerged
going on?
Submarine.
All right, fine. Give me something hard, she said. And I was like, listen, you're about 30 years too late for that, lady. All right, let's get tube 1 ready in all aspects. Flood it, equalize it. Set add cap tube 1 for active search. We're going to get down to, let's go all the way down to the bottom. Let's go down 900 feet. Tired of these Foxtrots. I want a type 6. I want a challenge. Like that airplane. Send more airplanes.
Passing 200 feet.
So far, the most significant damage we've taken has been from airdrop bombs out of nowhere. Why would a whiskey be willing to share? Oh, you have a whiskey. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I stopped drinking unintentionally like a month ago. I should really consider taking that back up again. You know, it's not like I was like, I'm done drinking. It's just like I just stopped. without even thinking about it. I don't know why. It's weird. I'm a goddamn
Passing
sailor.
400 feet.
All right. This is a bad course to be on. I'm going to go back the other way.
Come left 2.
Because
2,
we're kind of coming to a
1,
point,
helm
right? We
aye.
don't want to do that. That's not right. Yeah. So, yeah.
Passing 500
I
feet.
may have to see what's in my cabinet tonight for New Year's Eve. Yeah, I just don't drink anymore.
Passing
For those of you that
600
are
feet.
new, that's not a big deal. For people that have known me my whole life, they're like, what? Like, I'm fueled off alcohol. Or I was.
Come left 2. 2,
Oh my God, he's
5,
close.
helm
Oh my
aye.
God, he's close. Oh, that's a close boy right there. There he is, folks.
700 feet.
We're going to be very quiet as we come to our new depth and our new course. Didn't I tell the game to start us at 15,000 yards? I'm pretty sure I said 15. Not half that.
Passing 800 feet.
What's our course right now? He's got a slight bend in his course. It tells me he's going slow and the seas are pushing him around a little bit. So we're going to continue. I got open range, so let's go 270.
Come left 2. 270. Helm aye.
We're going to walk away from this guy very slowly. Let's see. Text says, get drunk, drive subs, and spam torps Russian style. Yeah. Now, I promised I've got a date night tonight with my partner. We're going to hang out and watch Ryan Seacrest as she Googles over that man's fine abs or whatever it is. She likes Ryan Seacrest. What can I say? I don't know. Hey. She allows my indulgences, therefore I have to allow hers. Yeah. Oh, hey, there's ice right here. I really want to use ice as a torpedo shield in this game. We haven't been in a position to do it. I'm still holding out hope we're going to be able to do that one day. Oh, is the stream giving you a hard time? Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm looking at the stream quality. It looks really good on this end. I know that doesn't help you, but... Uh-oh, did he turn around? What's he doing? We're in his baffles. He did turn around. We have an opportunity to do the
helm,
funniest.
Steady course.
If he stays on that course, this will be a
Come
good
right
course to
2,
shoot on right here.
0, 6, 6. Helm aye.
Yeah, we're going to come back around. I'm assuming that this must have been a baffle clear, and if it was, he's probably going to go shallow, go to periscope depth, copy the broadcast. He'll be at 5 knots. He'll be up there for at least 30 minutes. That's when we blow him to kingdom come. And we'll be in his baffles the whole time. He won't even hear it happening. All he has to do now is go shallow. Get above that layer. He won't even hear our torpedo launch. So, tube 1 in this game, I think is on the wrong side. It is. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and shoot tube 1. That should be the offset side. What's his range? Yeah, he's right in the sweet spot. 7 to about 10,000 yards is a really good range for any diesel boat. I don't want to shoot a diesel boat inside 5 because this counterfire would be a problem, especially if he spams 3 torpedoes in a fan. Good luck dodging that. But if he's outside 7, that gives me enough time to get outside his acquisition window. Oh, let's see here. Are they still working on this one? No, this game is retired from any updates. The team that made this, most of them, went on to make Sea Power, which is in early access right now. We play Sea Power on Fridays. This is our Wednesday game for war crime reasons, and then Sea Power on Fridays because that's a nice way to end the week. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. I better not be getting sick. That would suck. a lot. All right, so he didn't go shallow. This was definitely a baffle clear. Oh, it's a baffle clear, and he slowed down. Now he's doing a sonar search. This guy does not have a towed array. So he has, and the sonar for him is on the bow. Let's see if I can show you. Yeah, here I go. I moved the camera to him. So his sonar is up here. You guys can see that, right? And so he's got to turn his nose around to do a sonar search. There's no towed array. So he is coming nose high now. He might be coming to PD after all. I might have nailed this guy's operation. If you can tell what a submarine's going to do before he does it, obviously that's a huge advantage, and that's where we are right now. Are we steady on course? We are. I want to make sure I'm deep inside his baffles.
Con, helm, steady course.
What's our course? 070. We're right on the edge of his baffles. His baffles begin at right about here. Oh, and he's turning a little bit. That's weird. Go back to the north. Even if we're not in his baffles, I'm still going to shoot. I would just rather be in his baffles. Once he hits the green line, we shoot. Oh, yeah, we have a really cool scenario coming up for Friday. It's made by Scent. Scent is a prolific sea power scenario creator. And he made a series called Monroe Doctrine. And he just released the 3rd mission in that series. And we're going to play that on Friday. It's available right now if you want to play it. Yeah, if you have sea power, go to the workshop inside Steam and just download it. I already downloaded it. And I loaded it up, make sure it works without errors, and then I stopped. Because I try not to like play scenarios all the way through and then do it on stream, because that's kind of boring. I want to be surprised when things happen as much as you guys are surprised. I want to be like, oh, you know, and then have to deal with it. Yeah. That's the fun part for me. All right, we're shooting now. Head 2/3.
Make turns for 10 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Firing point procedures on Sierra 1, the Foxtrot, bearing
Turns for
342.
knots.
Run to enable is going to be 5,800 yards. Weapons ready, solution set, and I should say solution set, weapon ready. Fence is set. Safeties are on. Ship is ready. We're at speed. Sonar is ready. Fire on generated bearing.
Con, fire control.
And we lost the wire. Torpedo evasion.
Make turns for 3
Sometimes you lose the wire.
Maneuvering aye.
Reload post-launch tube 1. Reload with 1 Mark 48
Con
ADCAT.
sonar, launch transient from Sierra 1.
Yeah, he turned so far to the right that we went outside of his baffles again.
Con sonar, lost contact. Sierra 1.
So he's going to be counter-firing on that bearing, which is
3,
basically
3,
us.
9.
So the best thing we
Contact
can do is steady up on a course and just haul ass. That's the best thing we can do. Yeah, I understand the drive for multiplayer and sea power, and here's why it's not going to happen. In my opinion, I'm not a game developer. The Unity engine has a bottleneck with any game that has a lot of objects. And when those objects are also calculating and detecting radars and sonars from every single one, whether it's a missile, an airplane, a submarine, it doesn't matter. That math gets bottlenecked onto one core before it goes out to all the cores again. So a lot of things are processed on multiple cores in Unity, like some graphics are offloaded to that. The graphics card does the majority of that's the 3D stuff. And there's a lot of calculations that are done on multiple cores on your CPU, right? But eventually, at some point in the Unity code, all those calculations, all the answers are pushed to one core. That's the way the Unity engine works, as it was explained to me by a game developer. And so no matter how much you multi-thread throughout your programming of whatever game you're making,
Con, maneuvering, making turns for
you're eventually
3,
going to be
3
bottlenecked at some
knots.
point to one core before it goes to the player on the screen. And so whenever you have a lot of contacts you can take the beefiest computer in the world, I have a good computer here, and destroy it to like 2 frames per second. That happened to me yesterday when I was testing a scenario for somebody. He just had too many objects. We had 3 fleets fighting 2 fleets, plus airplanes. It was too much.
Con sonar, noisemaker.
The problem
bearing
is
3,
that
2, 5.
that bottleneck is inherent to the actual game engine. So there's very little the developers can do to minimize that. They can spread the workload out, and they do already in C-Power, and they're getting better at it. But unfortunately, at some point, all those calculations go back to core 1 or a core. And that's where the bottleneck happens. So, and why multiplayer won't happen is because you're already strangling the hell out of a CPU playing with one player. Now imagine doing that from 2 different player perspectives.
Con sonar, noisemaker.
And
bearing
managing
3,
a
2,
network
0.
code with ping and whatnot. Your ping would be in the hundreds of milliseconds if you're playing with your neighbor. You know, it's just not real. It's not realistic. So I don't know how they fix it. I don't want them to change game engines. What I want to know is what game engine does, and you guys might know this. This is a real question. What game engine does Command use? Command Modern Naval Operations, CMANO, been around for 10, 20 years. That has no bottlenecks that I can find. If you have a beefy computer, it's going to play fast, no matter how many contexts you throw in that game. And that thing was around long before Unity was around. So I don't think it's Unity, unless they converted to it at some point. The big thing that helps Command a lot is that there's no 3D engine at all. It's all 2D. So that helps a lot. It can focus on the math. So yeah, if anyone knows what game engine Command uses, that'd be great.
Come left to 0, 5, 9.
It might be proprietary.
L, I.
It might be like, it might be its own game engine. That's how old that game is. It's home built. Yeah, I think you're right.
Con,
Underscore.
helm, steady course.
I think it's home built. Because the guys that made that are geniuses. They're freaking, they're math nerds, and I love every one of them. That's a fantastic piece of software they have. I love it.
Come left to 0.
For
0,
streaming purposes,
1,
to watch
LI.
something, C-Power's better. But it's not a... Oh, shit, that's a torpedo. Hey, we got shot. How dare you
Con,
shoot at us,
helm,
sir?
Steady course.
I'm the streamer. Okay. Trying to get out of this mission here. That was a really easy one. I don't even think that was our mission. We're supposed to be meeting up with a tanker and tender. Yeah. Okay. Let's go get that mission done. Oh, here he comes. Okay, that's the tanker and tender for sure, 100%. I'm going to hang out kind of off the shelf here. I don't want any chance that we're in shallow water whenever we meet this guy. All right, he's coming down a little bit. I need another update on the map, please. Where's he at? Oh, crap. No. Oh, no. Okay, I don't know how deep the water is going to be. We got no thermal layer. If it's deep water and we're already at launch depth for our missiles, I want to use the missiles on this one. Let's do that. Because right now, we have what, 12 missiles? We have 12. Let's figure it out. Yeah, we have 12 torpedoes and 6 missiles. Let's spend 2 of our 6 missiles on this fleet. I'll spend 2 of the harpoons. Because I want to save the big boy missiles for if there is a carrier fleet again. All right. That's what we're doing. That's the loadout. All right. Close to 15,000 will be good. So my intention is immediately raise the radar mast, fire on radar bearings. Tubes 1, tubes 2. And then immediately evade. Like we're going deep and fast. If it's shallow water, we're screwed. Let's see what happens.
On sonar, new contact.
Raise the radar mast. Oh boy. It's not good. There's
Con
3 of them.
sonar, Master 1 is classified as escort.
Shoot 2-2.
All right,
Sir.
torpedo evasion.
Make depth 4, 5, 8, dive by.
Reload tubes 1 and 2 with torpedoes. Okay.
Con, dive
What the hell?
at
Torpedo
4.
evasion.
Con
Got-
sonar, we are cavitating.
Uh-oh.
Lower the radar mast.
I don't know why we didn't do that immediately. That's not right.
Con-
Passing 100 feet.
All right, we're passing. All right, we took care of one of the escorts. That's the tender there to the left.
Passing 200 feet. Passing 300 feet.
Uh-oh. I think Chaff got this one.
Con sonar lost.
Passing 400 feet.
Con sonar.
Oh, we got
lost
him.
Contact.
Passing 500 feet.
Awesome.
Con sonar lost. Con sonar no longer
Mark the
cavitating.
range. 15,000. Head south.
Come right to 16.
How is the cannon still
helm
alive? He blew up. I saw the fireball. All right, that's interesting. We'll see what happens to him. He might put the fire out and keep fighting. That'd be awesome. I've not seen the red
Con,
team.
helm, come right to.
I've not seen them use good fire or damage control rather in this game ever.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Usually once they get hit, they're done. Cannon. That's not a big boy. That's a small boy. Let me bring up the little the guide here. Make sure I'm not thinking of the wrong ship. Cannon's not a, it's a destroyer. And it's not a big one. Yeah, it displaces what, 4,000 tons rather. And it has torpedoes and RBUs. Yeah, it's nothing. You mean nothing to me, sir. All right, we're doing torpedo evasion anyway because, oh Lord, they coming, right? That's the way I look at it.
Con, maneuvering.
Look at some
making
chat
turns
here.
for
Log
3,
says, I used to
3
work on
knots.
one of the top annual sports game franchises in the world. Wow. All references to the unique one-off brand aided patches. Engine utilized quotes. I didn't follow you there. I know you had to code your message a little bit, but you lost me. Oh, you were looking at Command and
Con,
Conquer.
torpedo room,
Yeah.
tube 2 ready.
No. Yeah, Command Modern Naval Operations. CMANO. There's another word in there. Command Modern. Is it Air and Naval Operations? I don't know. It's basically a simulator of modern warfare. It kind of focuses on the naval and air side, but it does have land base as well. It does a pretty good job at that, to be honest with you. I get asked why I don't play that game a lot, and I do play it a lot. I just don't do it on stream because it's hard to convey. It'd be like looking at this map the whole time. Oh, shit. What's going on with the stream? Are we good? I think I need to refresh my own browser. Give me 2 seconds, boys. I'm just going to hit refresh real quick. Hold on 1 second. Let's make sure everything's fine here. I think we're still good. Yeah. We're still good. Everything's fine. Yeah, I just had to hit refresh. That's all. Okay. Cool. And we're back. Let me pull the game back up. Yeah, we're back. Sorry about that. I looked up and I saw something from like 10 minutes ago, and I was like, that's not a good sign. It wasn't 10 minutes ago. Yeah. All right. I think our...
Come left to 091 helm I.
We're going to slow down and do a sonar search. Because I think we had a very successful attack.
10
And I don't see any counterfire.
maneuvering I.
I'm kind of worried that we don't see the incoming weapons, because that means we don't know where they're at. They're still there somewhere.
Make turns for 5 knots.
All right, we're just going to
Maneuvering
slow
I.
down a little bit. Total array's deployed. We'll let sonar figure it out.
Regained contact on Master 3, bearing 094.
Let's see. Hey, Kalis is here. Says,
Regained
good to see you still up and
contact
kicking.
on
Thank you.
Master
Yeah, I'm
1,
still good.
bearing
Happy New Year.
076.
Yeah, I'm doing great, man. Had a touch of a cold a few weeks ago, but I got over that. Yeah. Not a big deal. Everybody gets sick once in a while. I don't know if you can hear him, but we got a new doggo. His name's Lucky. Well, we've had him for about a year now, so not that new,
making
but
turns for 5 knots.
having a dog in the house is like a lot of fun. And I think that for at least me, it makes me feel healthier because I keep up with him, walk him as much as I can. It's a little hard to walk right now, even though we do it, because it's so cold. And he's a little tiny little dog. But you know what's funny about him is he doesn't seem to mind at all. He just wants to go out and play in the snow. And I'm like, aren't you freezing to death right now? And he's like, this is great. You know, he's got big eyes. He's like, I love this. What is this white stuff? And I'm like, that's the cocaine. Get out of that. Get over there. And then he has zoomies. You know, he's all over the place. Anyway, yeah, I love having a dog. A lot of fun. We didn't have a dog for a little over a year because our German Shepherd passed away. And for me, that's always tough because whenever you get to know a dog over like a 12-year period, you really get to know them because they do have their own personality. Every dog is its own doggo. And that was tough. I was like, I need a break. I can't just have another dog right away. Because I really wanted my old dog back is what I wanted, right? Miss her a lot. But yeah, we finally got another dog, and boy, he's a blast. He's my first small dog. I've always had German Shepherds or Retrievers, which are generally, big dogs. This guy's a little Shih Tzu. He's like the size of a small keyboard, except I think we got the jumbo version because he's like 15 pounds. I'm like, how is it I get the fat Shih Tzu? I'm always putting him on a diet. I've cut back his food. He gets treats, but not that often, Every doggo needs a treat, right? Like, why are you fat? He loves it there. Hey, Charles is here. How's it going? Have I played Subnautica? Yeah, I played it. I almost finished it. And then I got kind of distracted with other games. So I never finished Subnautica, but I played the hell out of it. It's a good game. Subnautica's fun. Subnautica 2's coming out. I don't know what to expect because it's made by completely different people. So I think it might be the same company, but the people that made Subnautica 1 are not around anymore.
Passing 600 feet.
So we'll see what Subnautica 2 has to offer. But for 2026, I just want to make this very clear. We're playing 2 games. It's Cold Waters and Sea Power. And those are on Wednesday and Friday.
Passing 500.
And that's the schedule. So we're not doing anything else. These are all lessons I've learned. I've been streaming on and off for 8 years. And
passing 400 feet.
Find a game that resonates with your audience and grow that audience and stick to it. That's my 3 rules. Right there. We might have to shoot missiles at this guy because I don't think they're coming after me. I'm going to get 1 missile ready in 1 tube just so I can slow down the Kazbek before he goes over the horizon. It makes sense for me for the submarine tender to be running away. But why in the world is the cannon just sitting there? That makes no sense.
Passing 100 feet.
It's almost like I broke the logic in the game or something, right? That's what it feels like.
Make depth 4, 5 feet, dive high.
All right, we're going to come up periscope depth. I'm just going to... okay, we got a merchant coming up behind us. We're going to get run over if we're not careful. Let me look down the bearing of this cannon first and see how close he is. I didn't get the bearing there. Okay, 074. We're going to start with that. Let's put...
dive at 4, 5 feet, dive high.
up scope.
Up scope.
It's going to be nighttime. That motherfucker's
Down
close.
scope.
Con, torpedo room,
He's
tube
just
3 ready.
sitting there. I'm going to shoot him. I don't know what he thinks is going to happen, but I'm going to shoot him.
Shoot tube 1. Aye, sir.
Up scope.
This guy's a dum-dum. Hello? Hello? He's not on fire. He's not sinking. He's not listing.
Down scope.
What the fuck? That is weird. I've never seen this before. He should be coming after us like it's, you know, the only thing he's got to do today. Huh. Weird. Playing possum? Yeah. He's lulling me into a false sense of security. Well, it's working because I feel great. Yeah. And we got a missile loaded too. I'm about to get his friend. I think it's damaged because we definitely hit it with a harpoon. But it's not on fire, so he put the fire out. Maybe he has no propulsion. Like, he's got no lights on. Well, he's in condition zebra. He's not going to have lights on. I don't know what the Russian Navy calls it, but American Navy calls it zebra. I remember learning that in boot camp, going, I'll never need that. We're going to have all the hatches shut anyway. At least I hope so, if we're going to dive the damn thing. I don't need to learn your X-ray Yankee zebra bullshit. Little did I know you do need to learn it, and it's on the test. Yeah. If you didn't know, there are written exams in Navy boot camp. Yeah. Who knew? I thought you just had to do push-ups and say yes, sir, a lot. Apparently you have multiple choice exams. Well, there was. I don't know about today's boot camp. Today's boot camp is probably everybody gets a party and a participation trophy. It's probably how it works today. The way it used to be, though. If he doesn't counterfire on this, the game's broken. That torpedo's pinging active sonar at him. All right, hold on. This is the torpedo. The camera's on top.
Fire control. Weapon acquired.
Weapon acquired, so it is there. It's there in the game. And he hasn't counterfired yet. He hasn't launched any noisemakers. It's almost like he did abandon ship. Whoever said that in chat, you might be onto something. This is new ground. We have never seen this before, this type of behavior. His engines are idling. You see the smoke. He's got propulsion. There's no visible damage topside. It's not listing.
Sonar lost contact. Master 1. Last bearing 0.
I'm just
7,
curious.
1. Contact breaking up.
That torpedo hit him there. The harpoon hit him in the bow. So there was a harpoon hit on him. Right at the waterline. Weird. Pretty sure we broke the game.
Raise the radar mast.
Get that missile ready. Alright, we're going to shoot a missile at this guy because he's too far away.
Shoot 2-3. Aye, sir.
Alright, let's assume there's a helicopter.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
Emergency deep. Alright, and we're going to watch the missile.
Passing 100 feet.
I just don't want to get blasted by a helicopter right at our moment of victory. The Death Star blew up, right? We don't want that to happen to us. Jive is one of the good ones.
Passing 300 feet.
Uh-oh. You shouldn't talk about white people like that. That's
Passing
not very nice.
400 feet.
You're not wrong. I'm
500
just,
feet.
it's a different way of phrasing that.
Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
Communism can't handle my patriotic freedom. That's right. Yeah. I cast freedom in the shape of a harpoon.
Passing 800 feet.
Right. He is on fire. We are deep. And oh, he's not dead
Passing
though.
800 feet.
So this is what I expect. Because these are big ships. These require at least 2
helm,
harpoons or
steady
maybe
course.
even an ad cap. So I'm going to go.
Come right to.
I'm going to catch up to him and shoot him with an ad cap.
Helm I.
This is the proper way to do it. but he's definitely not making 30 knots. He's not running away very fast. We slowed him down with the harpoon. If he has good damage control, he'll put the fire out. Hopefully do something other than just stand there like this guy did. I've played this game since 2017. I've never seen a contact do that, ever. That is weird. Sorry to hear of his passing. Who passed away?
Con, maneuvering, making turns.
Oh,
4,
you're talking about my
3,
doggo. Yeah,
3
yeah.
knots.
It's tough. It's tough. But I got over it and still remember her fondly. And that's all you can ask for from your canine companions, is to have a good life with them. And then whenever they're gone, you remember them with joy. And then, and then you hold on to that joy, going forward. And that is a good doggo
Come right to
when that
0,
happens.
9, helm I.
Now, this current little Shih Tzu we got, he's a bit of a troublemaker. He's got a little attitude, which I like, his personality, but he's been chewing on my baseboards. I don't know what it is about Shih Tzu, or at least mine. He likes the taste of wood. Yeah, I live in a wood house, man. He needs to find something else to eat, because he chewed up some baseboard, and that's not cheap. I got to replace some baseboard. And it's not like in one spot. It's like there's some in the living room, and then there's like this little connecting hallway thing. There's like in there, and then if I replace it, it's not going to match the original baseboard that's like 20 years old, right? So I got to paint the whole thing. Yeah. I should have got another German Shepherd. Ooh, I shouldn't say that. That's mean. Okay. I don't know. Having a small dog, you have small dog issues. One thing I did not know is that they will sit there because they're bored or something and
Con, torpedo
destroy your
room,
home.
tube 3 ready.
I was like, I should have got a cat. It would have been the same thing. But yeah, no, he's a good dog. His name's Lucky. He's lucky that I didn't take him back. Oh, man. Hey, James, how's it going? Thank you for the super chat, James. He says, time to bounce. Next time you sit down next to a drunk engineer, buy a round for you and me both. Oh, thank you, and Happy New Year. Will do. Yeah, the drunk engineer, he's a great dude, and I really would love to meet the guy again. Honestly. I want to make sure that my story about him is not taken or seen as a negative. It was fun. He took a boring evening where I was looking for a reason to leave and made it fun. And we stayed for the whole event. Yep. Double destruction, that's right. And thank you, Sir James. We'll definitely put that in the beer fund. We have a doggo treat fund, and we have a beer fund now, I guess. So any money that goes in those buckets will be used for that purpose. I have to get back into drinking again or something, I guess. I got to find something I like. What's a good drink? I mean, I used to be a whiskey man, but I'm kind of tired of whiskey. And then I got into vodka for a while. Vodka's fun because you can mix it with anything, like juices, anything. Kind of tired of that now. The cannabis is legal where I live, but I'm not into that.
Helm I.
I've never been a cannabis person, ever. I remember whenever I joined the Navy in the late 1980s. I didn't graduate boot camp until 1990, and that's when I say I've joined the Navy. But I went to the recruiter in 1989. Everybody in 1989 joined the Navy on a drug waiver, where if you had smoked marijuana in your past, it was cool as long as you told the Navy about it and didn't do it again, right? I was the only guy in my group of about 10 guys in this one recruiting office that was joining the boot camp all on the same day that didn't have the waiver. I was like, I've never done that. I don't need that. I don't even want to do it. I promise not to do it anymore because I'm never going to do it. And man, all through boot camp, they asked me if I wanted a waiver. I went to sub school. I was getting my psychiatric eval. They're like, hey, we're going to call your friends and family and see if you smoked weed. Do you want the waiver now? And I was like, call them. I didn't smoke any weed. I think, was I the only guy in Florida that didn't smoke weed in the 80s? I might be. Yeah. To this day, I don't have that waiver. I don't need it now, but I've never needed it. But
Come
my
left
point is,
2,
everybody
0,
on submarines, I went to
9,
sub school, had the
9,
waiver.
9.
Everybody did. And maybe it was just a cover your own ass thing, but I didn't need my ass covered. Yeah, I don't know. That was weird. Yeah, it's just not for me. Do I need a fentanyl waiver? Jesus Christ. Okay, no, I don't need that kind of waiver either. Wow. Oh my God. Listen, I'm a teetotaler. Even though I'm trying hard not to be, I got to find a new drug.
Come left 2.
What is
0,
there besides
9,
whiskey and
8,
vodka?
Helm
I
I.
could try beer, like literally beer. I've never been a beer guy. I think beer tastes kind of nah. I don't really like the flavor. But they have flavored beers now too. Like you could get a blueberry muffin beer. I think they're called IPOs or IPAs or something. Yeah, I could try that. I could go full frozen drink.
Passing 700
I could get like mom water, you know, and get like daiquiris and stuff. I could go that route.
600
That would be
Con
hilarious.
sonar, we are cavitating.
What if we just go full
feet.
frozen daiquiri? Yeah,
Passing
that's the new.
400.
I'll never get a donation for a beer again if I start drinking
Con
daiquiris.
sonar, no longer cavitating.
Yeah, no,
Passing.
they'll be like, we're not supporting that.
Make turns. Make turns for 5 knots.
All right, get my
Maneuvering
boat to
eye.
periscope depth dive. I'm
Con
tired of.
sonar, regained contact.
We gotta
on
sink the Kaz back
master
here
3, bearing
before he
1,
radios for
0,
help.
0.
IPO beer is the best. I've never had an IPO. People have told me it tastes terrible, and people just pretend to like it, which sounds like any beer to me, right? But hey, I'm always down for new things. I know what I've enjoyed in the past. I want to try something different.
Con sonar, regained contact.
There's that
on
merchant.
Master 4, bearing 2, 9, 0.
Let's see, would need a coffee waiver. Oh, I drink the hell out of some coffee. Coffee's my jam. I love coffee. Stronger the better. Can't get enough of it.
Con maneuvering.
If I could take coffee and chop it up into
knots.
little white powder and snort it, I would. I mean, I love coffee. All right, let's get a radar range on this chucklehead. We're coming up to 4 or 5 feet.
mast.
Raise the radar mast. Oh my God, he's what? He's making 6 knots? How far away is he? Oh my God. This guy's being a jerk.
Lower the radar mast.
Sink faster.
Con, dive at 4, 5 feet. Dive.
I'm just going to go for it.
Make
I'm just-
turns for 3.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
We're going to get within 5,000 yards of this chucklehead, and we're going to shoot
Con
him.
sonar, lost contact. Master 4, last bearing.
We're
2,
right at the
9,
edge of
con,
weapon range
L,
for him.
Steady course.
Yeah, sort of. I just want to be closer.
Passing 100 feet.
I don't know if he's got a sonar system. He may not even hear us coming. He knows we're coming, but he may not know. Let me just check. It's not the Ugra. It's not the Dawn. What's the name of this one? I'll know it as soon as I see it. Kazbek. Kazbek. Oh, it's an oiler. Oh, he should have blown up real good. He should still be on fire. How is he not on fire? He doesn't have a sonar system. He's a fleet oiler.
Come right to 1, 0.
All right,
2,
we're going to
L,
haul
9.
butt here. We're going to get him. We're going to take him down, chat.
Con maneuvering.
Passing 200 feet.
Are we sinking out? We sure are. Dive, why are we sinking out? We're literally sinking right now. Why? That's weird. All right. Yeah, we're definitely weapons range.
Make depth 4.
Slow down to 5 knots. We'll put a
Make
weapon on him.
turns
I'm going to
for
use an ad
5
cap.
knots.
Just
Con
because I think if we
sonar,
hit him again
no
with a
longer
harpoon
cavitating.
and he doesn't sink, it'll just be a wasted weapon. Ramming speed, yeah. That's kind of what it felt like. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. We don't have flooding. Let me check damage control. Yeah, there's no flooding. We were slowly sinking out there. Like 1 foot every 10 seconds. While we were doing the sprint towards him. Yeah, it might have had something to do with time compression, maybe. I don't know. This game still has a climb dive glitch. Oh, is it a glitch? That if that's a glitch, then yes, it still has it. And the game's not being updated anymore, so don't expect that. There are mods for the game. Maybe the mods fix that. I am going to be installing the playable subs mod, so we can play the Jive Turkey Disco sub. That's somebody, a mod maker years ago made it for everybody, but based on this channel. And that's why we're going to play it. And that's going to become our main sub. We're going to do all the campaigns with that sub. I just wanted to do a campaign with the regular subs first. We already did the China campaign. Now we're doing the Los Angeles class Russian campaign. All right, we're at 5 knots. Firing point procedures on Master 3, the Kazbek Fleet Oiler. Run to enables only... Holy crap. We're actually too close. Are you kidding me? If we lose the wire, this weapon could sink us, which would be hilarious. So we're going to do it. Shoot tube 1.
Fire control.
Are you kidding me? This is how it happens. We lost the wire. Run for your freaking life. This weapon is going to kill us. I cannot believe at 5 knots on the surface we lost the wire. We're so dead. There's no chance. There's no hope.
Lost contact.
No.
4, last bearing 28.
Please blow up the ship and not us, sir.
200 feet.
What are the odds of losing the wire at 5 knots?
300 feet.
Oh my God, please kill him.
Passing
Oh,
400
thank
feet.
God. Thank God.
Passing 500 feet.
I saw my life flash before my eyes in that moment.
Passing 600 feet.
Yeah. All right, he dead now. So this game has an interesting, I don't want to call it a bug. It's a feature where if the torpedo has to change depth at all to get to the target, it does a circle. And guess what? If you are in that circle, it will come after your ass instead of the target you saw, the target that it saw and you shot it at. And you told it to go sink before you shot it. Yeah. That's what almost just happened right there. That's why I'm freaking out. That's traumatizing. All right. Yeah, I think we're going to wrap it up there. Everybody, Happy New Year. This is the schedule for next year. I hope to see you guys here every Wednesday and every Friday. And then on the Subbrief channel, look for those naval news videos once a week. There won't be one this week because of the holiday, but we're going to get into a weekly routine there. And I have multiple videos for the Patreons and YouTube members. I need to finish producing them. That's on me for not having that done.
3 knots.
And once I get those produced into a video and edited and all that stuff, you're going to have 2. We're going through all the NATO navies in 2026. Every single ship, every submarine, we're doing a lecture on. We're starting with Germany, and I've got 2 German ships ready for you guys. All right. Hey, thanks a lot for the super chat, Monty, here at the last second. And you guys have a great rest of your day. Happy New Year, okay? Good one, guys. Great stream. Lots of fun. Love doing this with y'all. Kind of breaks my week up, too. It's really good.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Tube 1 ready. See you guys next Wednesday. We're going to shoot tube 1 at somebody. Hopefully a whale. That would be